are having the best of seasons. But now you've got, when they went to Shelby, they got clobbered. So it might have been it might have been
not
overconfident.
Really any quality wins.
Yeah, not playing anybody quality. And you look at Burns, where their record is not as strong. They come in at 3-3. And, Crest did hand it to them in that opening game, but a very competitive with a good Kings Mountain team. And they've also played Lincolnton, who they were defeated by. But if you look at strength of schedule, it's not even comparable. So we'll see if Burns, being a little bit more battle-tested, matters tonight, or if Steuart Kramer, they got their butts kicked like Burns did in week one, if that woke them up and some of the things they saw in the film room they're able to correct for this game.
Yeah, you're right. You measuring 6, that Kings Mountain game, the game we should have won, we almost won. That's a 6A school. That's a good football team that we were right there with through the whole game. So, like I said, I like how we match up against Steuart Kramer. They're big, they're fast, they got some skill players. So it's going to be a good matchup tonight.
If we want to make a few notes about them, hope their Max Preps roster is right, because I'm not going down to get another one. But Phillips, their quarterback, Clee Phillips, 37 of 52 on the year, 735 yards, averaging about 20 yards of completion, 147 yards a game. Comes in with a passer rating of 145, but put an asterisk by it. Not against the strongest competition. We'll see how he does against the talented Burns defense tonight.
Yeah, he's got a big receiver in Q Hawkins, 13 catches, 325 yards, 5 touchdowns. Yeah, he's 6'4", 200. Well, he's really a tight end, 6'4", 252. I think he's going to Virginia. He's a big target. They're going to throw the ball up to him a lot. He's got a couple other big receivers. So, they can run the ball and they can throw the ball as well.
All right, they're pretty balanced on the year, 147 on the ground, 147 through the air, 183 on the ground. Top ball carrier, they definitely do it by committee. They got a couple of guys, Phillips, of course, the quarterback, and also McCorkle, the senior. Those have the significant amount of carries, both of them averaging around, give or take, 60 yards. They've got 2/3 of the rushing yards, averaging 183.8 on the year. So we'll see how Burns handles that ground attack. They played some athletic quarterbacks. Lincolnton, for example, did have a hard time keeping his contained, but at least we've got a lot of that on film to study, and hopefully they'll be able to contain Phillips tonight.
Yeah, this team resembles a little bit like Lincoln on film. They got some big guys. Their defensive line's big. Anthony Smith, they got him listed at 5'11", 360. He's nose tackle, takes up a lot of space, inside. So, they got some big guys up front, both sides of the ball in the trenches there.
The bulk of the receptions will probably go to Hawkins. He's got 13 on the year, 329 yards. He's averaging about 25 yards a catch, averaging about 65 yards a game, and 5 touchdowns. If you look at the ground touchdowns, 17 touchdowns on the ground, 10 through the air. So, as you said, they're going to be queuing in, no pun intended, on Q Hawkins tonight.
Yeah, like I say, he's a playmaker. I think the Lincoln game's a good comparison. He's kind of similar to their quarterback. I think we're battle tested. I think we're ready for tonight.
Landon Lee seems the other threat of the receiving corps. 9 receptions, 4 of those touchdowns. He's obviously another big play guy, averaging 22.4 yards a catch. And if you look at Bradley, he's got 2 receptions, but he's averaging 29 yards a catch. Don't know if that's in garbage time. That might be against Highland Tech. Alexander, 5 receptions, 55 yards. He has a touchdown. And Wilkinson, 1 reception, but for 43 yards.
Yeah.
Not sure who these receptions came against or when, what frame of the game they were in.
Yeah.
But we'll see if they go to anybody besides Hawkins tonight. Other side of the ball, Hawkins obviously playing a lot of defense. I assume he's on the defensive line. He's averaging only 2.4 tackles a game. That may be because he's playing a lot of offense. He might be using him like we use Max Davis. He takes, some series off here or there. Max plays mostly defense, and then it seems like he rotates in their offense. But Hawkins does have 4 tackles for a loss. Bradley, 8 tackles for a loss. Broome, 4 tackles for a loss. As a team, they've got 24 tackles for a loss.
And Bradley, like I say, 19 tackles overall. He's got 5 sacks as well. And leading tacklers, Chris Worcester with 50 tackles, averaging 10 tackles 10 tackles a game. So
They've been a pretty opportunistic defense as well. They have 11 interceptions, 4 fumble recoveries. That's 15 takeaways in 5 games, so they're averaging 3 takeaways per game. Burns, a little bit of an issue in taking care of the football earlier against Lincoln, 3 turnovers in the second half. That did him in that game. Last week against West Lincoln, no turnovers. Drew Dixon did a great job. We'll talk more about the Burns Bulldogs here in just a little bit, but did a better job of not forcing the issue, not forcing the pass, and taking care of the football. And they need to be careful tonight because Steuart Kramer has, as I said, created 15 takeaways on the season.
Yeah, and you talk about those big plays. Those guys got high average and per game stats. They got some big playability, so we got to keep the guys in front, not give up those big plays, kind of like what we did against Kings Mountain and Lincoln. Some of those guys. I think we can do that. I think we can win this ball game.
All right, it looks like on special teams, I think it's Harns is going to be doing the duties. He's 28 of 29 on PATs. He's only missed 1 all year. So he's been doing pretty well with the PATs this year. Don't see him down with any field goals. They have only attempted 1 field goal all year, and it was no good. So it looks like they'll be mainly going for the point after the touchdown, not trying to kick a lot of field goals tonight. So that's the rundown on the Steuart Kramer Storm. We've got more on the Stadium pregame show brought to you by Bill Shuford Heating and Air. We'll tell you what we expect to see from Burns tonight. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is your one-stop shop for everything you'll need to prepare your yard for the growing season. Seed, mulch, pine bark, spreaders, and more. And they carry the best Case knives, Milwaukee tools, Georgia boots, Valspar paint, and Red Max yard equipment, plus rocking chairs. But don't take our word for it. Head to Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Find them on Facebook too. Sure, you know you get the best deals around at Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby. But now their service department has a great super-duper Saturday oil change special. Get your oil changed on Saturdays. Regular $79.99, but now $59.99. Their service department is open Saturdays, 8 a.m. till 12 noon. But that's not all. Marburger Chevrolet are doing North Carolina inspections for only $10. $10 each and every day. For sales and service, it's Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at marburgerchevy.net. Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Luke's Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil straight to your tank. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419.
Welcome back to the Bill Shuford Heating and Air pregame show. As always, Burns Football brought to you by West End Sales. As we told you earlier in the broadcast, Burns comes in record of 3-3, defeated by Crest in Kings Mountain and Lincolnton, wins over East Gaston, Bessemer City, and West Lincoln. By far and away, I think the West Lincoln win is the best against quality opponents, though they've come up short. So looking to get a quality win against the Steuart Kramer Storm team tonight.
Yeah, like I say, it's going to take a complete game, offense, defense. I think it's key, Drew Dixon to just take care of the ball like he did last week. He did a great job. Also, he threw the ball downfield a few times. Was able to connect with Ussery a couple times, so I think that's big. Spread that defense out. And if we can establish some kind of passing game, that'll only open up the run for us.
Well, Dixon, I thought, threw a great deep ball last week. All his completions were to Ussery, and a couple times he hit him deep. One time Ussery just, we saw him against Bessemer City. He's able to run punts back for touchdowns. He could take the ball in the flat and run a long way. Done a lot of amazing plays this year. Stellar athlete and really contributes to the big play threat of the Burns Bulldogs. But I was very proud of Drew Dixon last week. Took very good care of the football, not forcing it, not trying to, do things that, just trying to, not make something when it's not there. So very good job last week, and hopefully he's able to continue that momentum into this week. For the year, he's 31 of 68, 503 yards, averaging about 100 yards a game. Touchdowns, he's got 6 against 7 interceptions. Hopefully those touchdowns will eclipse those interceptions tonight.
I also got to give credit to the O-line there. They played real well last week and gave him protection. He had a little bit more time to throw, so I think that factored into it as well. So give them guys a shout out too.
Yeah, Munger and Bryant and Bo Harrell and the big guys up front have been doing a great job. I know I'm missing a couple of them, Matt. Let's see here.
Yeah, Cameron Rudisell.
Yeah. Gage Camp got moved to defense. I think Braden Smith has been on offensive line, but now Braden Smith is 95. He came up in the hallway and told me that to make sure that we know what his number is tonight. So the number, we got you, Braden, 95 tonight.
Yep.
So it looks like
he
be
came on
defense.
and played some valuable minutes last week.
All right, so rushing the football, it's been Max Davis has been the bell cow all year. 58 carries, 658 yards, averaging over 11 yards a carry. Over 100, almost 110 yards a game, 14 touchdowns, 14 of the 24 touchdowns. If you're the Steuart Kramer Storm, you've circled number 0 all week long, and you're going to key on him. And we know that teams have, and he's still been able to perform. So hopefully he's able to have a good night tonight.
Yeah, and then we got to change the pace with Colton Pryor. Coming in 375 yards. A little bit more shifty, quicker back, get around the edges a little more. He's a good 1-2 combination. We'll say that he provides. And like I say, he's been playing good football all year.
Yeah, they'll get the lion's share of the carries tonight. Davis and Pryor probably see a little bit of Markalen Camp. Probably see a little bit of Romello Wells. In the Wildcat, he'll run some quarterback power and things like that. Probably going to see Usry on a little jet sweep here and there, so they'll mix some other things into their running game. Dixon didn't look to run too much last week. Let's see if they put a little bit of the read option back in. I know that with the concussion, naturally you probably wanted to be a little careful with him last week, so we'll see if that wrinkle's involved in the game plan tonight.
Well, I've said it all year. You can't sleep on his run ability because he's got some wheels. So when he's flushed out, he can make something happen for sure.
All right, so moving on to the receiving core. Max Davis, Romello Wells, and Usry have all the touchdowns this year. Usry leads the team with 4, and he also leads in receptions and yards. He's got 16 receptions, 253 yards. He's averaging almost 16 a reception, and he's really getting going because it took a while to get the pass game going in the first couple games. Last couple weeks he started to come on. Really excited about seeing him getting some more chances, some more opportunities to make some plays tonight.
Oh, he definitely had a breakout game last week, and I think he's getting better and better as the year goes on. Like I say, he's athletic. He's good. If we can get him the ball in open space, man, he can definitely make things happen. Him and Romello Wells both. He's another guy we'll put in some jet sweeps and get him in motion and get him the ball some too, like that.
All right, going over to the defensive side of the ball, Max Davis kind of does it all. 44 tackles, 3 for a loss, even though, sometimes he gets a breather there on offensive defense. I mean, he's really playing well on both sides of the ball. 34 tackles for a loss as a team. Burns getting them behind the line of scrimmage. And when you look at the tackles for loss, Xavier Epps has 6. Max Davis has 3. Looking for a bunch of guys with 2 and 3, like Nate Wilson's got 3. Pryor's got a couple. Maury Littlejohn, been calling his name more often.
Yeah, he's come on real good about the past couple of weeks. Yep.
So it's really by committee. They may not have that one just standout guy, but they play great defense. A lot of guys get involved. A lot of guys flying to the football. And that's why as a team, as I said, 34 tackles for a loss. Included in that are sacks. They have 8 sacks on the year.
Yeah, you got to throw in Markalen Camp to that. Jacob Tysinger, Drew Tyree's come on big. He had a good, I think, block on the extra point last week. Cam Howell's come in and played some good football. But yeah, definitely a Littlejohn. I think he had 10 tackles the week before last and like 8 last week. So they're all playing well right now.
And I'm looking for the total turnovers. They must not have that in there. I was looking for the amount of takeaways they have this year. I have to get that from the coaching staff somewhere. But just skipping ahead, PATs, Ryan Sisk's been outstanding this year. 23 attempts. He's converted 21. He's 2 for 2 on field goals. this year. So he's been doing a great job on those on-the-go quick lube extra points. And
Oh, that's a weapon for sure, because the 2 field goals, I think, was a 37, I think a 35-yarder. So, getting a situation where we need that, and we're playing on turf tonight, so that helps him with his footing a little bit. He might have a little bit more extended range tonight. Who knows? So, Ryan Sisk is playing great football.
All right, so when we come back, we're going to have some players to watch, brought to you by Beata Healthcare of Shelby, North Carolina. We'll do one on offense, one on defense, so don't go anywhere. We're about 10 minutes from kickoff. You're listening to the Bill Schufert Heating and Air pregame show, and as always, Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
On the Go Quick Lube in Boston is not just oil changes. They have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course, they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus, they are an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On The Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs. Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit their walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years. For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and experienced tax professionals. Make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you.
Now for a limited time, buy a new 2025 Honda Prologue Electric at Ronaldo Honda and receive a $7,500 federal EV tax credit. Hurry, offer ends soon. Ronaldo Honda is committed to helping you find the right vehicle for you and your family. Your new Honda Dream Car is waiting for you. Come in and check out this month's featured offers on new Honda vehicles, plus certified pre-owned vehicles. That's Ronaldo Honda, 2025 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. See their complete inventory at RonaldoHonda.com.
The Fall Mums and the Pumpkins have arrived at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come get your fall mums, and you'll find all sizes and all kinds of pumpkins. Great for decorating for the fall. Also, get your deer stands, deer blocks, and deer corn. Parker Family Feed has case knives and a great stock of turtle boxes, plus fertilizer, lime, and grass seed. And the chicks are arriving at Parker Family Feed on the Carpenters Grove Church Road off Highway 18 north in Bellwood.
All right, we're back. Now it's time for some Beata Healthcare of Shelby players to watch. And Matt, who do you have tonight?
I'm going to watch Max Davis. I think he's going to have a good game. Like I said, he's going to play offense, defense. He's our team leader. I think he's going to play a good game tonight and put up some stats. So.
Okay, so I'm going to go defense. I'm going to go Amari Littlejohn. I think he has to have a big game tonight. I think he's going to have to watch Phillips and make sure that he doesn't break out for any big plays. And I will say something about the defense. They played pretty well. I mean, you saw a lot of 1 yard, 2 yard, 1 yard, 0 yard tackle for loss. West Lincoln had 3 runs of over 50 yards, including an 82-yard touchdown. Mm-hmm. So that's something that Burns needs to guard against. Tonight is not giving up the big play, and we know that Steuart Kramer has a couple of guys that are capable of the big play. So let's hope that they're able to keep that in check tonight.
Yeah, we got to keep on Hawkins too, the big tight end. He's going to be a playmaker for them. Like I said, if we can prevent the big plays, I think we'll be okay tonight.
All right, we're going to step away for just one more moment and be back and tell you who wins the coin toss. You're listening to Burns Football and the Bill Schufert Heating and Air pregame show, all brought to you by West End Sales.
Plumbing problems can drive you plumb crazy. Not anymore. Use your head. Call Olmsted to take care of your plumbing needs. Olmsted Plumbing has been serving this area since 1973. Hey, that's over 50 years. Plumbing problems can happen anytime, and anytime is not a good time. From slow toilets to leaky pipes to clogged drains, Olmsted Plumbing can do it all. Just call 828-245-7302 or visit the website at olmstedplumbing.com. Like we said, use your head. Call Olmsted. Olmsted Plumbing, you'll be glad you did. They do it all at McNeely Diesel and Auto on West Grover Street in Shelby, your Napa Auto Care Center. No matter your drivability issue, McNeely Diesel and Auto can help, from an oil change to brakes to a tune-up. And they offer fleet service at very affordable prices. And they cater to fleet and diesel customers. And they have a full wrecker service. If you can't get your vehicle to them, they'll come and pick it up. See Bill McNeely and his ASC certified technician at McNeely Diesel and Auto, 441 West Grover Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-5192, your Napa Auto Care Center.
Some people say there are doers and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center is not just a hardware store, but a real general store carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Also case knives, Grove Life belts, and just in, Oliver's now has turtle boxes, the ultimate outdoor speaker built just for you. Rugged, waterproof, premium audio with an all-day battery, and they're portable. Check them out today at Oliver's, plus many more items not found in your typical hardware store. They've got it all at Oliver's Hardware, 3712 Falston Road, or online at olivershardware.com. Oliver's Hardware, supporting the Burns Bulldogs and wishing them good luck this season.
All right, we're back. Coin toss underway. Going to have Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up. Thank you for listening to the Bill Schufert Heating and Air pregame show. And as always, Burns Football brought to you by West End Sales. We're not at home this week, but when we are, Tony's Barbecue and Grill, soon to become Misfits Barbecue, brings us our meal each and every week. We've had great pulled pork. We've had Philly steak and cheese. We've had lots of good stuff coming from Misfits Barbecue. Tony's Barbecue for the moment, changing to Misfits Barbecue, so go see them. Monday through Thursday, 11 to 7 p.m. Those are hours, 11 to 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. They are located right in downtown Falston, right there near the Dollar General. So go see our friends at Tony's Barbecue and Grill, soon becoming Misfits Barbecue.
Captains tonight, Drew Dixon, Evan Donaldson, and Justin Porter. And Burns does win the toss, and we're going to elect to receive. So.
All right, so Burns going to get the opening kickoff. We'll be right back.
There's never been a better setup than this setup from Oakwood Homes in Shelby. Are you ready to move? Well, start packing. Right now, Oakwood Homes in Shelby has a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with 1,800 square feet of living space ready to move into at 110 Ashland Court in Shelby. Land and home sale priced at $299,000. Plus, the red tag sale is still going on at Oakwood Homes. Save thousands of dollars on your new dream home from Oakwood Homes, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com.
Are you looking for a romantic getaway, or maybe I should say the right proposal? Then you are in luck. From will you to where to, here at Right Story and Enchanted Memories Travel with Katie Harris, we have your perfect option. October 7th through the 11th. Pick out any in-stock engagement ring and you will receive a travel voucher. to propose or spend on your honeymoon. See Facebook for details.
All right, Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up. Sorry, no video tonight. We're in Gaston County and hospitable as usual. No video tonight.
Got in the kick for Steuart Kramer, number 80, Jake Harms. Back deep for Burns. We have Romello Wells and Jordan Ussery.
So Harms has got it teed up. And foot in the ball, pops it up, might go out of bounds. No, it won't. 20-yard line. That's going to be taken back, I think, by Davis, working his way to the left side of the field. He's got the corner, he's got the 30, he's got the 40, and he's all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's where Burns will take it, first down and 10.
Pretty good little return there, Max Davis, and Burns will start this game in excellent field position.
Well, the thing I like what he did is he took his time. He worked from the right side of the field to the left side of the field over there by the Burns sideline. And as Burns walking back, we've got our first Putnam Distributors penalty, I would imagine.
Probably a holding.
Holding on Burns. So right off the get-go, we've got a penalty, and we've had a lot of those in recent weeks, so hopefully they're able to clean that up. So a nice return by Davis is negated, and now Burns will be backed up way back. The holding penalty.
That's dropping them back a good ways, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to bring them back all the way. They're going to start this drive at the 19-yard line, I believe. So it's a 10-yard penalty in the books, but it's actually from the 45 back to the 19. I mean, that's a 26-yard penalty.
That's tough. Yep.
So Dixon comes out in the shotgun. Two wide receivers to the left. Davis on his right hip. One wide receiver out left. He's got the football. He's going to throw it out in the flat. It's Ussery. He's looking for a crease. He's got one, 25, 30. There he goes. 40. Got one man to beat, and he tripped him up, but a first down. Big gainer out across the 50.
Yeah, big-time play. Jordan Ussery got him on a little screen pass right side. Almost broke that one. Tackled by shoestrings right across midfield. Big play to open this game. Jordan Ussery.
So that is a 36-yard reception by Jorian Ussery, and that's a Falston Pharmacy first down. So a pass of 36 and no flag. So good safe pass, gets your athletes in space. I like the strategy. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Dixon giving instructions to the offensive line, now drops back in the shotgun. Davis on the right hip of Dixon. Claps the hands, has the football. It'll be Davis, left side, through a hole. There he goes. He's to the 25. The 30, 35, inside the 25, all the way down to the 22. Another big first down.
Yeah, took it straight up the middle. Broke a couple tackles. Another big run. Max Davis, my player to watch.
So from the 45, that's a 27-yard run, Joe? I got 22. 22? Okay, so he's got a 23-yard advance and another Falston Pharmacy first down. Two big plays, Matt.
And Burns is up to the 23-yard line of Steuart Kramer. They're in business here early in this first quarter.
So two quick Falston Pharmacy first downs. Claps the hands. Davis has it. Through a crease. There he goes. Big yardage again as he drags tacklers, and he's got 8 more before he's pulled down.
Bowls his way over for a big gain. Like I say, he drug a couple guys there. Knocked the guy over for the last couple yards there.
Just love the way he runs with power every single time.
It was 8 yards there, I guess.
So that's the third play of the drive. Yeah, gave him, between 7 and 8. I'm going to be a homer and give him 8. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. And Dixon claps the hands. It's Davis looking for a crease and bounces it outside, working to the left side. He's got a band to beat. He does. Tries to turn the corner into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. That's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown from how many yards out? 15? So that's a 15-yard touchdown. And just like that, Davis has 45 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown.
Yeah, took a little sweep left, tiptoed down the sidelines, and dove right across that pylon to get the touchdown there.
And I'll tell you what, the Steuart Kramer defense looked pretty porous. Maybe the coach has got that good spot in the press box, can see some things and correct it.
Ryan Sisk in for the extra point.
And on the go, quick lube. Extra point up and good. We'll be right back.
There might be other Coyote tractor dealers in the area, but there is only one that stands above the rest, and that's Weston Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reasons could be quality of service, friendly people, and yes, price. They will not be undersold on a new Coyote tractor. There's one waiting for you, Coyote and West End Sales, synonymous in the tractor industry today. See them at 110 Highway 18 North in Vale, online at westendsales.com, like them on Facebook too. If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football game. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. Again, that's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics.
JBJ's Pizza Factory by Ryan Sisk. Foot into the ball, spins it. It's going to land, be caught at about the 15, and hemmed up there. Good coverage by Bulldog. That should be a penalty there. That's continuing the block after the play. No penalty called, though, but Steuart Kramer will have it with 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go on the clock, and he's going to put the ball down at the 29.
Yeah, good tackle there on that kickoff by Robert Rankin. So see what this Bulldog defense can do here on this opening drive for them tonight.
So let's go ahead and update your scoreboard so Kevin doesn't yell at me. 7-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard as Burns took it down, only took 4 plays to score a touchdown. Now it's Phillips in the Steuart Kramer offense. Shotgun set, single back set, and that's going to be,
probably a procedure penalty.
Let's see.
Probably offsides or something on Steuart Kramer.
Well, let's.
It
looks
Burns.
like, yep.
Wow.
So that's going to be a Putnam Distributors penalty on Burns.
That'll take them up 5. That'll be all the way up to the about 34-yard line.
Yeah, they're already 2 penalties against Burns, and they've had over 100 yards a number of times. So trying to clean that up. 1st and 5 now for the Storm. 4-man front for Burns. Phillips again in the gun. Looks like similar formation. Double wide receivers left. Man comes in motion. He'll get it on the jet sweep. Looking for a hole. Doesn't have it. Pinned up by the defense. And that's 13 on the carry, Matt.
That's 13. Yeah, that is that's Alexander.
So Alexander hemmed up. I'll give him a yard to be generous. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
And
so good play by Burns to keep him hemmed in. Weren't fooled by the jet motion.
That's Porter there on the tackle there for Burns.
And it's going to be triple wide receivers left this time. One to the right, again, single back set. Phillips in the gun. Surveys the scene, has the football. He'll throw it. He looks, fires, got a man open. That's going to be a 1st down and more. Bouncing off tacklers and finally wrestled down to the 48-yard line. So that is a 14-yard gain and a 1st down for Steuart Kramer.
Yeah, that's their big weapon there. That's the guy we was talking about pregame.
15?
4. He caught that ball.
4.
Yeah, brings it up to the 43. A big target. Like I said, I think he's a Virginia commit. Broke a tackle there by Ty Singer, but finally Ty Singer did bring him down there right at midfield.
All right, so it's 1st down and 10 as the Storm have their first down of the game. Triple wide receivers left. Phillips has got it. They're going to try the run again, and good yardage again through a crease, and he's got another 1st down before he's wrestled down. Gain of 13. That's another Falston Pharmacy 1st down. Who's the back? Number 5?
That is.
Yeah, that's 5 with the carry.
Yep. That is McCorkle.
So McCorkle with a good gain, and he'll take it inside Burns territory to the 39. 1st down and 10. So both teams, brought the offense. Defense trying to tighten up here for Burns. So that's a third play of the game. We got triple wide receivers left, one to the right. Phillips in the gun again, has the football. He surveys the scene, got time, going to let it go. Man-on-man coverage on the outside. It's caught, and it's going to be a Steuart Kramer touchdown for Hawkins. So a 39-yard touchdown, and just like that, Steuart Kramer, and on to go quickly with extra point away from tying this game after that numbers bookkeeping touchdown.
Yeah, throw up to the big wide receiver Hawkins. Just kind of throw it up for grabs there, and he was able to pull it down, like I say, for the touchdown.
So that drive only took a couple of minutes, and with this offense, this looks like it might be a basketball score before it's over. And on to go quickly with extra point, snap back, good hold, and the kick is good. We got a tie game. We'll be right back.
It's the 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Plan now to bring the family out for a big night of fun. Entertainment includes the Majestic Spectacular Thrill Show, Canines in Flight, the High-Flying All-American Frisbee Dogs, the Magic of Lance Gifford, Act Monsters Chainsaw Art, and the Demolition Derby. And Right Off for Rides will be back with over 40 exciting rides. And, of course, the many food vendors, games, livestock, and other attractions. The 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Y'all come. It'll be fun. Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Falston is stocked up on beautiful fall decor. Come in for some great ideas for your home or business. Check out the solid wood furniture made in the USA. And it's never too early to stock up on their ever-popular Smoky Mountain soaps, which make great gift ideas. Also, Billy Jacob prints, seasonal and everyday prints. Many works by local artisans, including jewelry, pottery, woodwork, braided rugs, and alcohol ink art. And before you leave, get a big old cup or cone of Hershey's ice cream at Jumpin' Jed's, Main Street, downtown Falston. Like them on Facebook, too. It's Heyday Saturday, September 20th from 10 to 4 at Jumpin' Jed's, downtown Falston.
And we got a return. It's going to be put down at the 22-yard line.
That's Wales on the return.
So let's see if they put it on the 22. I think that's where they're going to take it, 1st and 10 with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. So both teams quick touchdowns on their first drive.
As you can see, not much defense so far. Burns able to get it done passing and rushing. So let's see what they do here on this drive.
All right. So scoreboard updated 7-7 on your right Steuart scoreboard. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Davis on to the left side of Dixon. Dixon claps the hands. They're going to try Davis again around the right side. This time he's going to be thrown for a loss. And it was, guess who, Hawkins.
I think that was 9. I think that's Worcester.
Was it 9?
Or leading the tackler, Worcester on the play.
Okay, so it was 9. Looks like a 4. But that's going to set them back 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
Yeah,
so that's
try the little sweep right on the play.
First defensive impact play of the game and tackle for loss. So now behind the stick, 2nd down and 13. So in a little tighter with 2 wide receivers left, and it's going to be jet sweep. Wells trying to beat a defender. He does, but can't beat 2. And that's another big loss. They're going to mark him at the 14. So 2 plays and Burns going the wrong direction.
Yeah, big time loss. He tried to around that corner there. Speedy defender was able to get him before he was able to do that. So another big loss.
So they're going to mark it all the way back to the 14-yard line. This drive started on the 22. So they've got -8 on this drive. So it'll be 3rd down, very long. Double wide receivers left, one to the right, single back set again. Dixon back to throw, got a little bit of time, now running for his life. Goes around the right side, going to let it go, got a man there, it's going to be intercepted.
Oh,
dropped. And the interception was dropped, a little ill-advised, and that's what I'm talking about, forcing the issue there. Sometimes you just got to throw it to the cheerleaders.
Yeah, had a couple Kramer defenders out there. Luckily for us, he did drop that, so punting unit coming on for Burns.
So an incomplete pass, and that's a quick 3 and out, and give a little credit to the Steuart Kramer defense after they were torched on that first drive.
Yeah,
Burns gets -8 on that one and forced a punt.
Yeah, they provided some heat there, and like I say, Dixon was lucky he did get rid of that ball and didn't take another big loss with a sack. But.
All right, so punting time, and Dixon we've got let's see what we got here. They stopped the clock, and is that another penalty? Let's see what we got. I'm not sure.
I think there might have been an equipment issue. One of the
Okay.
Kramer defenders is coming off. I think that's
Okay. Now it's going to be a Putnam Distributors penalty.
legal
against,
substitution.
Yeah, against Steuart Kramer. That's their first penalty of the game.
And
that gives them a little more breathing room to punt.
Dixon in the punt for Burns.
So it doesn't change the situation much. 4th and 14. Dixon with the ball. Left foot into it. Pretty good punt. It's going to be fair caught, I think, at the 49-yard line. So Steuart Kramer is going to take it in good shape on the Burns 49-yard line.
Hit him with a big pass play. That's going to be a matchup we're going to have to watch tonight for the big wide receiver tight end, Hawkins. That's a matchup nightmare. Listed him at 6'4", 250. I saw on film they throw the ball up to him a lot, kind of like they did that last play. So
they're going to put it right at the midfield stripe. So Steuart Kramer with only half the field to go after they're able to play good defense and flip the field position. So it's Phillips in the gun, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right. They're going to run it up the middle and wrestle down after a gain of 2. Got to see who the ball carries. 5 again.
Yeah, Jude Towery, Max Davis in there for the tackle for Burns. Good job there, guys.
Yeah, good play there, stuffing that run. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Just joining us 7-7. Sorry, no video tonight as it's a road game. So you only get to hear us. You don't get to see us. We're sorry. But if you're just joining us, both teams scored on their first possession, but on Burns' second, they go 3 and out. And now Steuart Kramer in plus territory at the Burns 48. It's Phillips in the gun. And they've got a guy way offside. Now he's back onside. 3 wide receivers left. And again, they're going to run it and bouncing it outside and then hit hard, stood up, pushed back. Gain of about 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
That's Rank and Max Davis there for the stop. Good play there, guys. And that's going to be a big 3rd down play here.
So third down and 5, and they may take 2 cracks at it here at their field position if they don't get it here, but Burns could really use a stop here on 3rd down after Steuart Kramer scored and then got the good possession after their good defensive series. Phillips in the gun again, double wide receivers to the left. They bring in some extra tight ends, extra people on the line. And they're going to roll it out after Phillips. They're going to get him. They will get him for the sack, and he threw it out of bounds. They're going to give him credit. Did it get to the line of scrimmage? The ball didn't get past the line of scrimmage. That's got to be a penalty. Let's see if they call it.
Good pursuit there, Mason Brawley and Max Davis. Yeah, I'm like you. That ball never made
the line of scrimmage. There comes the flag.
Yep.
So that's going to be a Putnam Distributors penalty. They're going to mark that off from the spot of the foul.
I don't know what the ref is, or their coach is arguing it.
There's nothing to argue.
He didn't make it to line of scrimmage.
Yep, the line of scrimmage 45, and he didn't get it across the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And the coach tried to argue, but he just needs to go on back, turn around. There's nothing to argue, Coach. Learn the game.
Yeah, great pursuit there, Mason Brawley and Max Davis to force that.
So
incompletion there.
The one thing I can't remember, I remember it's a spot foul, intentional grounding. Yep, and that's exactly what it is. He didn't get the ball past the line of scrimmage, and that does carry a loss of down. I want to say it's either 5 or 10 yards from the spot.
And it happened right around the 50-yard line, so let's see where that spot is.
So it's from the spot as they got it at the 49-yard line. I'm going to have to commit this to memory because I cannot remember if it's 5 or 10. 5 yards from the spot. So, since it is a spot foul, it ends up really being about an 8 or 9 yard penalty. And now it's 4th and long, and Steuart Kramer punts, so both teams go negative on their second possession, Matt.
Yeah, that penalty definitely affected their play call there. Had they had just had the incompletion, they probably would have gone for it there. But back deep for Burns, I think we have, is that Usry? Jordan Usry back deep for Burns.
And he does have a punt return for a touchdown this year. That was back against Bessemer City. Snap is back. They're going to get him. He tries to throw it up, and it'll be intercepted by Nate Wilson. Intercepted.
I love it. Nate Wilson catches that 4th interception all the way on Steuart Kramer's 40-yard line. What a play.
Wow. So they have a 3 and out. Punter gets a little butterfingers, and that's an interception. So
I guess he got his feet in bounds there.
So that wouldn't have made that much of a difference, but I'm glad to see the young man get an interception. And now the ball's to the 40-yard line. Maybe the punters might have been getting a little bit of that popcorn they were selling at the gate. So it's going to be this time Pryor to the left side. He's got about 7 or 8 yards. Good gain on first down. Be second and short.
Yeah, sweep left. Colton Pryor, get a little gain there.
So they took this one with about 4:30 on the clock, and now it's under 4.5, 4:15 left to go. Right Steuart scoreboard, 7-7.
Pryor still in the game there for Burns.
And it's ball on the 33-yard line. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. And I think it's, Pryor. On right
looks
there
like they jumped off.
They're going to get him.
Yep.
That'll be a first down. Falston Pharmacy first down via the penalty for Burns.
Yeah, good job. Drew Dixon for the hard count to get Steuart Kramer to jump off sides. And like I said, it'll be a Falston Pharmacy first down.
So they're going to move the ball all the way to the 28-yard line. So Burns in business. So just to sum it up real quick, both teams touchdowns on their first possession. Both teams go negative on their second possession. Steuart Kramer tried to punt, fumbled the punt, threw an interception. Nate Wilson's going to get credit for that. And it's going to be Pryor, tries the left side, got a little crease, puts the head down. Positive yardage, give him 5. And action continues after the whistle. No penalty. But it's getting a little chippy out there as it'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, again, Pryor left side. Not a huge game, but good positive yards.
So he's to the 24-yard line, second down and 6.
Davis check back in the backfield for Burns.
And double wide receivers right, one to the left, Davis. And they fake to him, throw it out to Usry. He's got it, he's to the 20, takes on a tackler, submarined around the 18. I think he's just short. Let's see. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. Yep. They're going to give him the first down, and that is a gain of 6. And again, a Falston Pharmacy first down, and that is the 4th first down for Burns. And we're just in the first quarter.
I love that play where they throw a little screen. You get your skill player out in open field and let him do his work. I love that play. Good job.
So 2:57 in counting. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Dixon drops back into the shotgun. Davis now to the left of him. And he'll get the football looking up the middle. That's this time the Steuart Kramer defense is there. No gain for Davis.
Yeah, bottled up. Hole was kind of closed there last minute.
So it'll be second down and 10, and gets a little tougher. Field gets a little smaller inside the red zone. So let's see what we can dial up here. Double wide receivers seem to be staying to the left. Now Usry's going to come to the right. And into the slot, I think Davis is going to the slot. They might be going empty set here, Matt.
Yep, they sure are. Seen that a couple times this year.
Yeah, so they go empty, 4 wide receivers. Unless this is a quarterback run, Dixon sends a man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep, Usry. And it's going to be good gain up to the left side. Found a little crease. And I'm going to put that in the passing stats, Joe. That's an 8-yard reception by Usry. And he's near another first down.
Yeah, good positive yards. I like seeing him in motion. He does big things. And almost, let's see, up to the about 11-yard line.
He's up to 3 catches and 50 yards, and you want to get your playmaker involved, and they certainly have.
1 minute, 30 seconds left in this first quarter here.
So winding down, Burns now in business. Once again, after the Nate Wilson intercepted after the fumbled snap on the punt.
Pryor check back in now.
And it's going to be Pryor left side, and he's going to be drugged down. Good job by the Storm defense. Actually, he's going to lose yard. Is that Wells or Pryor?
That's Pryor, I believe. Yep.
Pryor?
Yep.
So that's going to be a loss. Now, do you send in Sisk for the field goal, or do you go for it here on 4th and about 5?
He definitely has the range. Deep in this Steuart Kramer territory, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
I'm pretty conservative. I would probably send Sisk in, but the offense on the field. And doesn't look like they might be just letting this thing wind down and call a timeout to talk about it.
Yep.
And that's what they'll do. We'll be right back. 7-7 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Bradley's now is a bucket truck. What does that mean? That means they can now install outdoor signs, even outdoor lighted signs. Talk with them about designing, creating, and installing your new sign. And of course, see them for logo designs, vehicle lettering, banners, magnets, trophies, plaques, acrylics, t-shirts, and more. They are now truly your one-stop shop. Bradley's, 2522 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at bradleysinc.com. Like them on Facebook too. If your HVAC system has some age, you might consider a new system from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Right now, get 60 months, no interest on qualifying systems for qualified applicants for as low as $89 per month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air sells and services American Standard HVAC systems, which is rated #1 in reliability. Call Bill Shuford Heating and Air at 704-484-0025 to book your appointment. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
So Burns going to roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down and 4.
Davis in the Wildcat.
Davis going to take it left side through a crease. First down, Moore stumbles, not quite in the end zone. He'll be down at the 2, gain of 10.
Yeah, found a big hole there right up the middle. Just got tripped up right at the 2. Another big gain there from Max Davis.
And how about David Devine rolling the dice, Mr. Vegas tonight? I'll tell you what, that's a gutsy call. And it is first down and goal from the 2. Davis again, left side, and he's met and stood up, and he won't get in. Let's see where they mark him. Ball at the 2.
I don't think he lost anything.
They're moving it back.
Might have lost.
Let's see where they spot it. They're going to, I'm going to call that no gain. So that time, give the Storm credit. They were ready for that play.
I think Burns is going to take another timeout here.
No,
or somebody
it's going to go to the end of the quarter, Matt.
Oh, I got you.
At the end of 1, it is Burns 7, Steuart Kramer 7. Burns knocking on the door. We'll be right back.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Costner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. Be sure to ask for me, Bert Costner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today.
Compassion, excellence, and reliability. Those 3 words best describe Bayada Home Health Care, a nonprofit serving Cleveland, Gaston, Lincoln, and Rutherford counties with assistive care services in the comfort of your own home. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they've been doing this since 1975. When it comes time, take the time and call Bayada Home Health Care in Shelby. Call 704-669-4000 or visit them online at bayada.com, located at 1105 Suite 3 on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All right, start of second quarter, 7-7 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Other scores from around the area. My brother Danny, thank you for telling me. It's Crest 14, South Point nothing. Over in Cherville, it's West Lincoln 15, Cherville 6. And that again is on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Here it's second down and goal. Dixon back in the game. Davis the setback behind him, the lone setback. Quarterback sneak, tush push, and is he in? Let's see. No, they're going to mark him short.
I actually think he might have gained a yard.
So gain of 1. So that's going to stop. And it's been tough here. Give the Kramer front a little bit of credit, as now it's at the 1 yard line. And they got 2 more cracks at this. Third down and goal.
Got the big guys up front.
Now they're going to put him in the gun. Pistol set. Davis behind Dixon. Double wide receivers left. Claps the hands. Davis straight ahead. Lunges. I don't think he got it.
Yeah,
And again, he'll be short.
gain.
No gain. So you got to give the Kramer defense a little credit.
Big call here, 4th and 1.
Oh, they're going.
Oh, yeah, I expect they are. They're leaving the guys out there, it looks like.
And let's see who they're bringing in.
Bringing in Jude Towery.
Got to bring
Checking out is Dixon. Looks like they might go back in Wildcat, looks like.
So let's see. I think they're going to put Davis back there. So they're going to do a little Wildcat. Here it goes. 4th down. Double hug to the right. To the left. Now, to the right. Now to the left. A lot of beef on the left side. Davis behind him. Touchdown! That's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. Took him 4 cracks at it.
Hey, we got in, though. We got in.
Okay.
Good little run there. Wildcat formation. Max Davis for the touchdown for Burns. Big time play there.
So I tell you what, it was not easy, so give the Kramer defense a little bit of credit there, but on the go quick loop, extra point coming up. Trying to make this a 14-7 game. Sisk in for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Good kick. 14-7 on your right Story scoreboard. We'll be right back.
For 17 straight years, Via Health Partners has been voted #1 in hospice. There's got to be a reason. Via Health Partners provides exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top concern, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever a patient calls home. Via Health Partners is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting their website at viahp.org. Again, viahp.org. Voted #1 in hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice of Cleveland County. It's an end of summer clearance sale at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come see how easy it is for you to be a satisfied customer. On the lot right now, take a look at a 2011 Audi for $89.95. How about a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sports Wagon for $11,995? SNR Auto Sales has a 2017 Honda Ridgeline, $13,995, and a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle, bright red, $10,995. See the inventory online at srautosales.com. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too.
On to go quick lube. Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff.
Ball's on the ground.
And it's a fumble, picks it up, but now he's still on his feet, finding a crease, and now tackled around the knees. See who got him on the tackle.
That's Cam Howe on the tackle. Good job there, Cam.
Kramer with good field position.
Yeah, muffed that one on the ground, on the turf. Luckily, they were able to pick that up, but for them anyway. But 35, 36-yard line is where they'll start in their own territory.
So they're going to start it at the 36, and Kramer, easy touchdown on their first possession, 3 and out on their second possession. Burns, a touchdown, a 3 and out, and a touchdown. 14-7 on your right jewelry scoreboard. Kramer with 3 wide receivers. They're going to hand it off. McCorkle, that's his name, right?
Yep.
Okay. He only got a yard. Good job by the Burns defensive front. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
That's Cameron Rudel, so Mason Briley there for the tackle.
So they did a pretty good job on him. He did have the 113-yard run, but since then, 2 yards, 3 yards, and 1 yard.
What a good job Mason Briley's doing. He's coming in, playing some big minutes on the D-line here.
2nd down and 9. Burns goes again with a 4-man front. 4 wide receivers for Steuart Kramer. They're going to throw it out quickly. No, he's going to tuck it and run. Phillips has got some room, got a 1st down and more. Takes on tacklers. He's out to the 49. They're going to mark him at the 50-yard line. Gain of 13, 1st down.
Yeah, bowls his way over, knocked a couple guys down before he was tackled there by Mark-Halen Camp into Bulldog territory.
Yeah, they're going to give him 14 yards on that one.
Give a shout out to Floyd and Pam Williams. Appreciate y'all listening in.
1st down and 10, now inside Burns territory. So this kind of going the way Burns, they're just mirroring each other.
Yeah.
Good possession, bad possession. Now another good possession here.
Playing a little power football here.
Burns, 4-man front, double wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hawkins, got to know where he is. Illegal motion, that's going to back up Steuart Kramer 5 on that Putnam Distributors penalty.
Yeah, so both teams.
No, they're going to get Burns.
Oh, on Burns. Wow.
Wow.
I thought for sure that would have been on Steuart.
That's what I thought. Instead, it's the third penalty against the Bulldogs, so take that one off the board against the Storm, and going to be first down and 5. Wasn't sure who jumped off.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either. I thought for sure it was on them.
So first down and 5. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. And Phillips, given some instructions, now has the football, and he'll throw it out in the flat. Caught, and he rips the helmet off. They're going to get him. No, they don't call the penalty. No penalty there. It's 11 with the reception, isn't it? Yeah, they got 11 with the reception.
Yeah, as a tackle there, Naquan Marlborough. Don't think that was anything intentional, but the helmet did come off in the tackle, but
doesn't really matter if
yeah.
it's intentional there. I mean, it's
yeah.
You got the optics of that weren't good.
Yeah, might have got away with one there. It'll be second and 1 regardless.
Ball now, nose of the football right on the 40-yard line, and just joining us 8:40, and not really sure. The clock stopped, and usually you got to come off for a play, but if somebody rips your helmet off, you wouldn't think. And he's got to come out for a play.
Yeah.
And like I said, I understand.
Like in college, I think if you get it ripped off, you can stay in. I think you're right.
Nope. Oh, yeah, if you get it ripped off, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it comes off, no. 1 yard, they're bunched in tight. Burns trying to stop him here on 2nd and 1. They don't. First down. Davis wrestles him down, but not before a gain of 5. And I think that's 3 the ball, or 9?
That's
5.
McCorkle again.
5. It's just hard to see the numbers. He's got a lot of hair, but
yeah,
that's another Falston Pharmacy first down. Now Steuart Kramer's got another drive going. They're inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. First down and 10. Just joining us, 14-7 on your right Steuart scoreboard. Steuart Kramer drive. Got a double hug over there to the left, and let's see what this penalty is.
That formation didn't look like it was set up very well, so I think it might be on them.
They keep calling Burns offside.
Oh. Well, it looked like to me one of those guys kind of left early, but it's not.
That's 25 yards. They don't really have major penalties except for that holding penalty, but the last 2 set of downs, they've had 1st and 5. They've run 4 running plays on this drive. 1 pass, 4 runs. And Phillips in the gun again. Has the football. Now he'll hand it off, and good yardage. First down and more. A rugby scrum breaks out, and they'll wrestle him down at the 28. Not the 28. Around the 22. That's a 6-yard. They're going to give him the first down. They're going to give him 6. Is that 5 again?
5, yep.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a lot of chunk runs, but they're able to move the ball effectively now inside the 25 to the 23.
7 minutes, 53 seconds left in this first half on right Shorey scoreboard.
Wide receivers to the left and the right. Phillips claps the hands. He'll give.
Give it to 5 again. That's got to be a holding.
And he's got a crease.
Where's the holding?
And he's all the way inside, all the way to the 8. 16 yards, first down.
I thought they got away with a holding call there, I thought, but no call, and that'll bring them up inside the red zone.
They're down to the 8, first down and goal, as Hawkins running effectively on this drive up to 46 yards.
Trying to run this quick.
So Phillips under center. He'll give. Hawkins again. Why not? And he's wrestling and fights his way for about 6. Second and goal from the 2.
That's Camp and Justin Porter there on the tackle. Saved the touchdown there. Did get a couple more, as you said. Down to 2.
That's been exactly, the teams have been mirror images on these drives. Touchdowns, 3 and outs. Steuart Kramer on the verge of another touchdown, and it's going to be straight up the middle, and he's going to plow his way in for a touchdown. Not sure who's got it. We can see the ball carrier.
That's 9.
9.
Yeah. It's Worcester.
So Worcester with a 2-yard touchdown. And Steuart Kramer now an extra point away from tying the ball game. So both teams 3 possessions, both teams 2 touchdowns. And I tell you what, it's going to be a high-scoring game tonight. So they line up for the extra point on the go quick lube after the numbers bookkeeping touchdown. Good snap, good hold, and
I don't think they got it.
Short. So
Take that point off their time.
Yep, I will. We'll be right back.
The Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose acclimation over cremation. Acclimation is a gentle, dignified process. It's a process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions and no harmful greenhouse gases. And acclimation prices start at $25.95, and payment plans are available with credit approval. Consider acclimation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Is your garage door not operating correctly, or it may be completely broken? If so, call Cleveland County Garage Doors. Cleveland County Garage Doors is family owned and operated, where you get honest and dependable service. They offer great deals on DoorLink garage doors, and service calls start at $75. Just call CJ Waters at Cleveland County Garage Doors for service and installation. Call 704-472-9367. Again, 704-472-9367. And see them on Facebook at CC Garage Doors.
All right, I'll update the scoreboard here. It's actually 13 as the on-the-go quick lube extra point was no good for the Storm. Burns now has it first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Jordan Davis on the run back, got about 10 yards on the run back.
So double wide receivers left, one to the right. This may be a game of who has the ball last. And it's going to be Davis, right side.
Big hole.
Goes. He's got a first down. More going down the sideline. He's to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Max Davis takes it in from 75 yards out, Matt.
Took it down the right sideline all the way in, untouched for the touchdown. Max Davis, what a big-time play there.
And he's already up there. One play, 75-yard touchdown by Davis.
That's my player to watch right there, and he showed it.
And just like that,
Ryan Sisk in for the extra point.
going to make this, that's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown, and Ryan Sisk on there for the on-the-go quick lube extra point. Snap back, good hold, good kick. 21-13, we'll be right back.
The name DeRisi is a well-known name in Polkville. Joe DeRisi operates 3 auto-related businesses there, including DeRisi Auto Sales and Service, located at 4606 Polkville Road. DeRisi Body Shop on West Stagecoach Trail. Whether it's an attractively priced used car, or maybe you need a tune-up or body work done, Joe DeRisi is the man. Call 980-295-5000 for the pre-owned car and service shop, or 704-538-9956 for the body shop. Like them on Facebook, too.
If you're thinking about purchasing a new mower, then plan a trip to Elliott Supply in Polkville. Elliott Supply has been family owned and operated for over 50 years, and they're now one of the largest Skag dealerships. Their business philosophy is short and simple. Take care of the customer with name brands like Skag, Husqvarna, Echo, Steel, and more. Elliott Supply, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail in Polkville. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, Saturday, 8 till noon. Online at ElliottSupplyInc.com.
All right, 21-13 Burns as they have had the ball 4 times, scored 3. Steuart Kramer has had the ball 3 times, scored twice. So high scoring in Max Davis with an electric 75-yard TD run. Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff by Sisk. Spun, called about the 13-yard line, and Burns' pursuit team is there.
Evan Donaldson.
Rip him down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, big-time play. Good tackle there, Evan Donaldson. to prevent a big gain there. So Steuart Kramer will start off on their own 25, 26-yard line.
Looks like the linesman's right on the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah, he moved it back a yard, yep.
So Burns needs a stand. They got the lead. Steuart Kramer has not had a lead. Burns has had the lead on 3 separate occasions.
Kind of surprised they haven't gone back to the passing game, but.
Or I should say twice. Steuart Kramer failed there on their extra point.
Yep.
So double wide receivers left, and it's going to be Phillips on the keeper, and he's got room. Puts the head down, tackle. And he got about 6-7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, nice tackle. That's 31. That is Aaron Bess. Good job there on the QB around that left side there.
But he got 8 yards. It sets up 2nd down and 2. And if you look at the Steuart Kramer attack, they've got 74, 75, 77 yards rushing so far. So Burns trying to tighten up on the run defense. 6 minutes left to go. Steuart Kramer has it 2nd down and about 2. Again, 4-man run front for Burns against 3 wide receivers. And again,
it's McCorkle,
and he's bottled up this time. Still fighting. No gain, 3rd and 2.
That's big Nate Wilson there. Stuffed out that run pretty good. Big 3rd down play here coming up.
It's good to have him back because he was not available last week. But
3rd and 2 on the field.
So it's under 6 minutes, 5.5 left to go. Wright's Jewelry scoreboards there. Burns 21, Steuart Kramer 13. Thank you for listening to this broadcast. As always, it's brought to you by West End Sales. Halftime show coming up. Again, the halftime show brought to you by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. 3rd down, big 3rd down, 3rd down and 2. Steuart Kramer packs it in. They're going big. They're going to hand it off around the right side. They're going to get it for at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Flag comes out. There's a face mask.
That's Jacob Tysinger. I think he might have got a little face mask, as you said. Oh man, that was a big play though.
Man.
Let's see what the call is. Yep.
I know what the call is. Face mask against the Bulldogs. And that's a personal foul. That's going to be a 1st down. And that hurts.
Yep. That's still a good play there, Jacob Tysinger. But
so that's going to move it all the way out, man, to the 49-yard line. That is a tough break. As Burns defensed the play very well, but got a bit of the face mask, so it'll be 1st down and 10. 5-man front now for Burns. And are we offside? I can't tell. It's going to be handoff and breaking free. Oh, what a tackle. I thought he was going to break free, and he got him just enough of him to bring him down to hold him to going to give him 2.
Yeah, Aaron Bess, another good tackle there in open space, coming up in there and making some big plays.
So 2nd down and 8. Now we're under 5 minutes, 4.5 to go.
Just did get across the 50-yard lines into Bulldog territory.
And if you didn't catch the beginning of the broadcast, Steuart Kramer really trying to get a 2-for-1 here. They'll get the 2nd half kickoff, so Burns could really use a stop here. And it's going to be Phillips. Pump fakes. He's under pressure. Gets away from one. Won't get away from the rest. It'll go down as a 0-yard run. Good job by the interior defense to knock him down.
And that is 68, Xavier Epps.
So 3rd down again here. Big 3rd down for Kramer. 3rd down and 8.
Epps, credit Mark Halenkamp there as well.
Ball just into Steuart Kramer territory. Just into Burns territory. 49-yard line. Once again, Burns ahead, 21-13. Up to the line comes Kramer. Phillips in the gun again. Double wide receivers to the right. And Phillips will have it. He'll roll to the right. He's looking. He's got time. He lets it go. Too high. Incomplete.
Yeah, pass intended for Bradley. A little bit off his fingertips. And that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8 now for Steuart Kramer.
It's 4th down.
Oh, yeah, that was 3rd down. You're right.
Yeah, 4th down and 8. And let's see what Kramer decides to do. They might just slide their chips to the middle and go for it here on 4th and 8.
Big play here. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in this first half.
Let's see what they do when the offense is on the field. Phillips runs back out. So on 4th down and 1 from the goal line, Burns rolls the dice and it pays off.
Let's watch Hawkins here, the big wide receiver.
Yeah, that's who I'd be. And they got single coverage on him out there. Let's see. Timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back.
Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
All right, so it's 4th down and 8, and Kramer
Looks like
sends in the punting unit.
Yeah. Now here's a situation you really need to watch for a fake here, given the situation.
Well, they've got a man deep. They're playing a little bit safe. They're standard defense with 1 man deep, it looks like. And they come after him, and it's going to be offside against Burns. I mean, it's lined up against us. It's a great punt. It's going to roll dead at the 11, but now it'll go from 4th and 8 to 4th and 3.
And that'll change things.
And I think Steuart Kramer will send the offense back out onto the field. If it is, it's either that or an illegal formation on Kramer. They might not have had enough guys on the line of scrimmage. So the White Hat's talking about it. It might be an illegal formation. Let's see. I hope that's the case. And looks like Kramer's walking back. And illegal formation against him. Thank goodness.
Good break there.
What a break for Burns.
I think we thought we might have been on us.
Yeah.
I think everybody over here thought that. But, good break there. And that'll back them up 5.
So that'll back them up 5, make it 4th down and 13. I knew it had to be one or the other. And I tell you what, that punt rolled dead around the 10-yard line. That was a great punt.
Yep.
So they're going to replay 4th down and 13.
Back deep for Burns is Romello Wells.
So he's way back. If the punter can catch it, he can actually punt it. It's another good one. Wells, don't let it bounce. And that's going to roll all the way into the 8 yards, so they actually get 2 yards, man. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good punt, though.
Yeah, it's a great punt. He's really redeemed himself from that fumble and interception, but now Burns starts at their own 8 with 2:52 left to go.
I was going to say time is the issue, but big play threat by Max Davis. You never know. Rolled a 75-yarder last possession for a touchdown, so scored all 3 touchdowns tonight.
See, you got to come up and catch that one.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to come up and catch it. 2:52 left to go, and it's 1st down and 10. And, even if they don't score, they prevented the 2-for-1 if they're able to keep Steuart Kramer from having another possession.
Yeah, we just don't need to let them get the ball back.
So Davis, is it Davis or Pryor? I can't really tell.
Davis.
Davis take the football through the middle, takes on tacklers.
Nothing doing.
And he'll have about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Clock turns down, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left.
I think Kramer has 2 timeouts left.
They have 2. They might have all 3 left.
No, they called a timeout before the punt.
Yes.
I think they did, or unless that was our timeout. It might have been our timeout.
I think it was us.
It was our timeout. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. And Dixon trying to get the free 5 yards. I don't blame him. He's going to milk the clock a little bit. I'd expect Kramer to take a timeout if they have favorable down and distance here.
I would expect
Man comes in motion, and it's Ussery, and it's going to be Davis on the misdirection. He's got a crease. There he goes. He's to the 40, the 50, the 40. They won't get it. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. Max Davis does it again.
They can't stop Max Davis.
It's coming back.
Oh, man.
It's coming back.
Took it straight up middle, untouched. Wow.
It's coming back.
And we can hear the faithful Burns crowd over there not too happy about that one.
Wow.
Probably a holding. Let's see what the call is. Man, negated.
Holding against the Bulldogs.
Man.
Wow. Man.
Negated a 78-yard touchdown run.
Man. So they'll back it up. So they're going to. Okay, so the flag was thrown. So Davis is going to get credit for a 7-yard run. And then the penalty be marked off at 10 yards. So we're back to 2nd down and 9.
Brawley checking in for Burns.
Well, 1:56 left to go here in the second quarter. 21-13 Burns on your right shoulder scoreboard. We thought it was going to be 28-13, but
Cole Pryor checking in.
Davis's run called back. Pryor the lone setback, double wide receivers. And Dixon fakes, going to throw it up. Got a man out there. Will he catch it? Over the
nice
shoulder.
Catch.
Did he catch it? They say no.
What a catch, though. Evan Donaldson over the shoulder, but just a little bit out of bounds is what they're calling.
So incomplete, as Donaldson did make a beautiful adjustment to the football. And
yeah, I thought he got a hit down there, but
it was. I'm not even going to try to say I see that. Trent Marty will show me the film tomorrow. It was close.
It was very close. Excellent catch, though. You can't ask for a better catch than that. Good throw there by Drew Dixon as well.
Yeah, wide receivers left and right. And in the shotgun is Dixon, but now see Steuart Kramer's got Burns backed up if they call a timeout and force a punt.
Burns is going to call one now.
All right, so timeout. We'll take it with him. 21-13 on your right shoulder scoreboard. We'll be right back.
It's the Slingshot Showstopper sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 customer cash on remaining 2024 models, plus 15% off accessories. Plus, it's the all-out summer sales event on all Polaris models with up to $4,000 off 2024 models and financing at 0% for up to 60 months. And save big on the Suzuki King Quad ATVs with 0% financing for up to 36 months or $1,600 in customer cash. At Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
All right, 21-13 right shoulder scoreboard here. Thank you, John, for sending in some more scores. 23-6, West Lincoln over Cherryville. Newton Conover leads North Lincoln 21-6. Kings Mountain 17, North Gaston nothing. And we also have Crest 28, South Point nothing. How about that, man?
That's a big time game there. So here we got 3rd and 8, minute 25 seconds left in this first half. Burns possession deep into their own territory at the 8-yard line.
All right, double wide receivers to the left, one to the right. As Dixon waits for them to spot the ball, or the ball spotted, they're waiting to whistle it in play. And, you know, the situation here is Steuart Kramer, all 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
As Burns takes a timeout there because on the incomplete pass, the clock stops. Now the official is, I don't know what he's talking about. He's got the Steuart Kramer coach out on the field. What? Put more time on the clock, minute 33 on the clock. Thank you, Trent Marty. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Pryor now the setback man comes in motion. Wells, Dixon back, sets up the screen. It's there. 10, 20, first down and more. Pryor on the screen to the 30. And all the way out to the 34-yard line. Ball comes out.
Oh,
They ruled his forward progress stop. Burns is going to maintain possession.
Yeah, that's the right call.
So the ball goes for 24 yards to Wells.
Yeah, good time. A little bubble screen there to Colton Pryor. A big-time gain, and Burns is in business here.
Well, they're going to spot the ball at the 34. If nothing else, Burns will now be able to run the clock out if they're not able to score and keep the ball away from Kramer. Cherry on top would be another score.
I tell you what, I'm going to get the ball back to Max Davis.
Double wide receivers left, one to the right, and Davis gets it right side, 35-40, and he'll run out of bounds. Give him about him 5. It'll be second down. Got to give him 6.
Yeah, and the clock continued to run after he went out of bounds. About 7 or 8 seconds ran off the clock.
Well, maybe that coach with the bird's eye view could help the clock operator push the buttons on the clock. I mean,
yeah, they yep.
He does have a lot of room to stretch out. Maybe he's in a recliner down there.
Yeah, they got us up on the roof tonight.
Yeah,
it was a little chilly up there. We should have brought a coat.
It's okay. I'm a real man. I can take it. So it's double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. And we've got Davis in the gun. Excuse me, Dixon in the gun, Davis beside him. And they're trying to fix the clock again. You know, I will say this. If you have one job, let's do it. Professionalism.
Well, they said, I
think
they're going to get it right.
Professionalism.
They got it right.
Professionalism and Steuart Kramer don't really belong in the same sentence tonight. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Single back set Davis to the right hip. And he'll get the call through the middle, still on his feet. And he'll be taken down right at the sticks. And they're going to mark him short. If they don't give him the first down, they got to hurry and get to the line.
What'd you give him on that play there?
Well, since he's had 2 runs, I gave him 6 and 3 for 9. And clock runs, and it's not a bad strategy to let it run a little bit because if you don't get the first down, Stewart's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I'm surprised they hadn't done it already.
Double wide receivers left, not on 3rd and 1. They want to see what happens here. See? Yeah, for the first down, Davis has it, and he's in the hole, but he fights forward. He'll have about, let's see, I'm going to give him 5. Clock will stop on the first down. So we don't have any timeouts, they're telling us.
So, yeah, clock will resume when we get to the line here.
We got an injury, and we're going to step away for that. We'll be right back.
Gutter Guys in Kings Mountain is celebrating 20 years in business. Gutter Guys is the Carolinas' local leader in the gutter and roofing industry. Their team specializes in metal and shingle roofing and seamless gutter solutions tailored to enhance your home or business. Did you know that gutters that aren't cleaned at least once a year could lead to leaks, foundation issues, and costly repairs? Schedule your free estimate today by calling 704-879-4384. Again, 704-879-4384. Remember the name, Gutter Guys.
Escape the elements and get back to comfortable with James River Equipment's Back to Cool special. Step inside a John Deere 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder tractor and enjoy the ultimate operator experience. The premium cab keeps you out of the dust, dirt, and bugs, while air ride seats and quiet climate-controlled interior lets you focus on getting more done. With up to $5,000 off and 0% financing for 72 months, there's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. James River delivers. Ends 9/26/25 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
James River Equipment Company, 703 North Post Road, Shelby.
All right, Max Davis looked like he had some cramps. Hopefully he's okay. Burns with another Falston Pharmacy first down, however. Ball now out to the 48-yard line. After the big play on this one was the pass to Wells at 24 yards, a little screen play. And now we've got 29 and a half seconds left to go. So still time to do something, but involved in the strategy is Burns is out of timeouts.
See if they maybe try to go for that deep ball again.
All right, double wide receivers right, 1 to the left, H back to the left as well. Pryor the lone setback, Dixon back, he's looking, he's going to let it go. Way in the air, jump ball, and Ussery went up for it, couldn't get it, incomplete. It'll be second down and 10. Not a bad idea to take a shot, even if they pick it off. It's like a punt.
Yeah, Ussery and Miller Wells is out there as well.
So second down and 10. I would say you would have to get this to about the 20-yard line to give Sisk, a chance at this. I think they would probably try him at 37, 38 yards and in. So double wide receivers, I think, are going to stay to the right.
Pryor still in there in the backfield for Burns.
Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Pryor on the right hip of Dixon. Wells in motion.
Ball's on the
gets
ground.
away, just fall
Down.
on it. And he's going to get, no, he's going to get away. And he'll fall forward and out of bounds. Good job by Dixon to salvage what he could.
And got a late hit or something.
Oh, there's going to be a penalty.
Personal foul.
All right, let's see. Let's see if it's they're going to let the play go. Let's see if this is a dead ball penalty. If it's live ball, then the play doesn't count. But if it's dead ball,
Burns is marching backwards. It might be on them.
well, oh no, I guess they're going to call it on us. Yeah, I thought it was a late hit out of bounds. And let's see what they're doing. And they're going to wave off the flag. They're going to wave off the flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the intent was there, but 9 seconds left. They may just take a knee here, Tom.
Well, if they take a knee, Steuart Kramer is going to call a timeout.
Well, that's true. You're right. You're right.
So let's see. So it's second down.
Clock's running.
Third down and 6. Clock's running. That's fine with me.
Yep.
Dixon back. He's going to let it go. And will it be picked off? It will. But it doesn't really matter. Intercepted by 21. And that'll bring us to halftime. Burns 21. Steuart Kramer 13. That's on your right jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back with the halftime show brought to you by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain.
DeRisi Power Sports wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, services, and accessories. If your ATV needs service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports is not just for professional ATV riders. If yours is in need of minor service, like a tune-up, oil change, or any other service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports will service it at affordable pricing and expert service. DeRisi Power Sports, 4225 Falston Road, or call 704-638-3512. Go Burns Bulldogs. Since 1988, the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County, also known as TAC, is the nonprofit agency and operates demand response services for non-emergency medical transportation in this area. It also has a fixed bus route that is provided in the city limits of Shelby, and it is free. For more information, call the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County at 704-482-6465. Again, 704-482-6465. Visit the website at tacshelbync.com. Planning a funeral service can be a very difficult process for families who have just lost a loved one. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts is the theme for the Stamy Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston. It's important to them to provide those who are grieving with a supportive environment in which they can begin to find closure, say goodbye, and come to terms with their loss. Find out more today. Visit them online at StammyTysingerFuneralHome.com or give them a call at 704-538-8631. The Stamy Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Falston. The Drive into Fall event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby, putting performance in your hands. Just announced, finance and get 0% APR for 72 months or $7,750 retail cash allowance toward the purchase of a brand new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona. For details, see Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby during the Drive into Fall event. Turn your scrap metal into cash. Visit Allied Metals in Ellenboro. Allied Metals is buying all scrap metal, non-ferrous aluminum cans, and even cars. Allied Metals has a pull-apart area for cars. Give them a call to see if they have the part you need. Check out the small salvage area where items are sold from. Allied Metals buys gold and silver and offers cash for land and homes at top dollar. Very organized and a friendly staff. Turn your scrap into cash at Allied Metals. Check their Facebook page. They're located at 224 Piney Mountain Church Road in Ellenboro.
The Haunted Pyramids. The Haunted Pyramids in Lawndale will scare the yell out of you. Professional Hollywood special effects, 5 attractions and escape room. Now open Friday and Saturday night, 7:30 to midnight through November 1st. Check out Dr. Venom Snake Pit, Carnival of Terror. Admission is $30 per person, $45 VIP for all 5 attractions. Buy a $5 glow necklace, which signals you are fair game to touch and grab. Check Facebook, The Haunted Pyramids, 2745 Tony Road, Lawndale, North Carolina.
Is your garage door not operating correctly, or it may be completely broken? If so, call Cleveland County Garage Doors. Cleveland County Garage Doors is family-owned and operated, where you get honest and dependable service. They offer great deals on DoorLink garage doors, and service calls start at $75. Just call C.J. Waters at Cleveland County Garage Doors for service and installation. Call 704-472-9367. Again, 704-472-9367. And see them on Facebook at CC Garage Doors. The name DeRisi is a well-known name in Polkville. Joe DeRisi operates 3 auto-related businesses there, including DeRisi Auto Sales and Service, located at 4606 Polkville Road. DeRisi Body Shop on West Stagecoach Trail. Whether it's an attractively priced used car, or maybe you need a tune-up or body work done, Joe DeRisi is the man. Call 980-295-5000 for the pre-owned car and service shop, or 704-538-9956 for the body shop. Like them on Facebook, too.
If you're thinking about purchasing a new mower, then plan a trip to Elliott Supply in Polkville. Elliott Supply has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years, and they're now one of the largest Skag dealerships. Their business philosophy is short and simple. Take care of the customer with name brands like Skag, Husqvarna, Echo, Steel, and more. Elliott Supply, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail in Polkville. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, Saturday, 8 till noon. Online at ElliottSupplyInc.com.
Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
It's the Slingshot Showstopper sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 customer cash on remaining 2024 models, plus 15% off accessories. Plus, it's the all-out summer sales event on all Polaris models with up to $4,000 off 2024 models and financing at 0% for up to 60 months. And save big on the Suzuki King Quad ATVs with 0% financing for up to 36 months or $1,600 in customer cash. At Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Gutter Guys in Kings Mountain is celebrating 20 years in business. Gutter Guys is the Carolinas' local leader in the gutter and roofing industry. Their team specializes in metal and shingle roofing and seamless gutter solutions tailored to enhance your home or business. Did you know that gutters that aren't cleaned at least once a year could lead to leaks, foundation issues, and costly repairs? Schedule your free estimate today by calling 704-879-4384. Again, 704-879-4384. Remember the name, Gutter Guys.
Escape the elements and get back to comfortable with James River Equipment's Back to Cool special. Step inside a John Deere 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder tractor and enjoy the ultimate operator experience. The premium cab keeps you out of the dust, dirt, and bugs, while air ride seats and quiet climate-controlled interior lets you focus on getting more done. With up to $5,000 off and 0% financing for 72 months, there's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. James River delivers. Ends 9/26/25 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
James River Equipment Company, 703 North Post Road, Shelby. DeRisi Power Sports wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, services, and accessories. If your ATV needs service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports is not just for professional ATV riders. If yours is in need of minor service, like a tune-up, oil change, or any other service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports will service it at affordable pricing and expert service. DeRisi Power Sports, 4225 Falston Road, or call 704-638-3512. Go Burns Bulldogs.
Okay, we're back. 21-13 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Halftime statistics. I'm going to give you the team statistics first. Steuart Kramer, 79 yards. Rushing, 59 yards. Passing, that gives him 138 yards total. Leading rusher, I believe, was, how do you say his name? McCorkle. McCorkle, I had him for 10 carries and 54 yards. Only 2 completions, both to Guess Who Hawkins, won a 39-yard touchdown. Burns, 151 yards rushing, 78 yards passing. They're leading in statistics, and they're leading on the scoreboard. And I'll tell you, Matt, even though they don't score on the last drive, getting that stop was big and running out the clock to prevent Steuart Kramer for getting the 2-for-1 and scoring a touchdown and getting the second half kickoff.
Yeah, that was big. You got to be happy with where they're playing. Like I say, both teams are playing pretty well. I think, like you say, I think it's going to come down to whoever, has the ball last.
Yeah,
sorry, I interrupted by homecoming there, but
that's fine. Let them jump around and have fun.
Yeah, but you got to be happy with where they're playing. Max Davis, he came out that last series with a cramp. I think he's going to be all right. No issues there probably, but big time runs. He had another touchdown run that got called back. I think a 78-yarder. So had another big night for Max. What can you say?
Yeah, they took it with 2:52 left to go and were able to run the clock out. Unfortunately, they didn't have any more timeouts, but Burns, 5 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Their touchdowns included 15-yard TD run by Davis, 1-yard TD run by Davis, and a 75-yard TD run by Davis. Mm-hmm. We've all got different numbers for him, but unofficially, he's got 15 carries, got around 150 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Boy, he's just carrying the Bulldogs. He's put them on their back tonight.
He's a horse. Those runners are going right up the middle. This was a team that, looking at their tape before the game, they were big up front, and I was worried about that interior run, but they proved them wrong. Credit that O-line, Bo Harrell and Gage Camp, all those guys have been paving the way for Max. Had some big old holes for him to run through there. So.
Did give us a little bit of an issue down there where we took 4 cracks at it from about 2 yards out, but other than that, yes, been finding some holes and been able to move the football, and Davis has been the bell cow back. Nobody else really has a whole lot of rushing yards. Pryor, second 3 rushes, 10 yards, so it's really been the Max Davis show on offense. Don't know if we have any defensive statistics, Matt.
Yeah, so leading tackler, we got Max Davis again, 4 tackles. Markalen Camp, 4. I got Robert Rankin with 3. Jacob Tysinger with 3. And then we're going to credit Nate Wilson with that interception. Got him there and got him a couple tackles. And so,
big Nate Wilson, the interception. And there was one dangerous pass that probably should have been picked off, but Burns has been able to avoid the turnover in this half. They were in a similar situation. They were ahead of Lincolnton at halftime. So definitely want to take care of the lead, take care of the football here in this second half of play.
I was going to say, we've done a good job. That first touchdown that they had, their big threat, Q, whatever last name was. Yeah, I was concerned. His big target, 6'4", but he only caught that. He's wanted one other pass. Hadn't had any other big plays. Naquan Marvel, I think's been covering him most of the game, so he's done a great job containing him.
So, going to give you some other scores from around the area on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Crest ahead of South Point, 28-0. Wow, I didn't really think that game would get out of hand like that, but Crest really giving it to them. Newton Conover leads North Lincoln 21-6. Here it's 21-13 Burns over Kramer. West Lincoln 23-6 over Cherryville. Mountain Island leads Thomas Jefferson 21-7. Lincolnton blanking Bessemer City 28-0. East Rutherford 36-0 over Drone. An RS Central team that's much improved this year, 35-7 over Patton. Looking forward to that East Rutherford RS Central game this year. Kings Mountain, as expected, blanking North Gaston 24-0. High Brighton 14-7 over Chase. East Gaston leads Highland Tech 20-0. Corvian Community over Pine Lake 31-0. Lincoln Charter leads Langtree Charter 21-13. East Burke leads West Caldwell 24-2. My friend Chris Cogdell looking to get his second win as the head coach of the East Burke Cavaliers. Bandy 7-0 over Ford. Maiden 14-7 over Hickory. St. Stephen's 14-0 over Alexander Central. And North Stanley leads Albemarle 23-0. And that's your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard. We're going to step away for just a couple other messages and bring you a little bit more of the halftime show brought to you by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. Once again, Wrights Jewelry scoreboard, Burns 21, Steuart Kramer 13. We'll be back.
Since 1988, the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County, also known as TAC, is the nonprofit agency and operates demand response services for non-emergency medical transportation in this area. It also has a fixed bus route that is provided in the city limits of Shelby, and it is free. For more information, call the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County at 704-482-6465. Again, 704-482-6465. Visit the website at tacshelbync.com. Planning a funeral service can be a very difficult process for families who have just lost a loved one. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts is the theme for the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Fallston. It's important to them to provide those who are grieving with a supportive environment in which they can begin to find closure, say goodbye, and come to terms with their loss. Find out more today. Visit them online at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com or give them a call at 704-538-8631. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Fallston. The Drive into Fall event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby, putting performance in your hands. Just announced, finance and get 0% APR for 72 months or $7,750 retail cash allowance toward the purchase of a brand new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona. For details, see Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby during the Drive into Fall event. Turn your scrap metal into cash. Visit Allied Metals in Ellenboro. Allied Metals is buying all scrap metal, non-ferrous aluminum cans, and even cars. Allied Metals has a pull-apart area for cars. Give them a call to see if they have the part you need. Check out the small salvage area where items are sold from. Allied Metals buys gold and silver and offers cash for land and homes at top dollar. Very organized and a friendly staff. Turn your scrap into cash at Allied Metals. Check their Facebook page. They're located at 224 Piney Mountain Church Road in Ellenboro.
We're back with more of the Parker Farm Service halftime show. Wrights Jewelry scoreboard 21-13. Interesting score at Crest 28-0. I do think that's the most interesting on the scoreboard. Shelby has the night off tonight, so they're not playing.
They'll have a big one next week against Lincolnton.
Yeah, and Kings Mountain. Hey, I tell you what a break for Shelby to get that bye week before Lincolnton. So Lincoln comes to town. I tell you what, that's going to be a big matchup, pretty much to determine who the top 3A team is out of our conference.
And we will have a bye week next week, and then following week will be back home for senior night, last home game of the year against Cherryville.
Yeah, it got away from us quick for open up the season with 4 home games. You know, I hope they're able to sit down at the table and maybe discuss a few things with some teams and see if we can get some things turned around on the schedule. But yeah, we only have one more home game, and if Cherryville didn't swap with us, we would have no October home games.
Yes,
I mean, it's just weird.
Yep.
So.
And then, like I said, the following last 2 weeks at Highland Tech, and then the big one at Shelby, of course.
Yeah, that'll be a big one there, going down to Blanton Stadium and playing the Golden Lions. But here, they got to get past this one, and they have had a second half letdown before in a competitive game against Lincolnton. So I'd like to see Birds come out, get a stop. They were able to get a stop there late in the first half to prevent Steuart Kramer from scoring there and possibly tying it up. They need another stop. Boy, I tell you what, it would have felt a lot better, though, if Max Davis touchdown held. We had a 2-touchdown lead here. But still, you own the lead. I think you own a lot of the momentum. And if you get a stop here, you're really going to have the momentum. A stop and a score, and you may be on your way to a victory here. If Steuart Kramer comes out and scores, makes this a ball game, it's going to get really, really tight.
Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty confident about the offense. As you said, if our defense steps up, I've been playing pretty good at the end of the first half here. So if we step up, I think we're going to win this ball game.
All right, so we got about 2.5 minutes until our Jim J's Pizza Factory kickoff. 21-13 Burns on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Thank you for listening to the Parker Farm Service halftime show. We'll be right back.
The Haunted Pyramids. The Haunted Pyramids in Lawndale will scare the yell out of you. Professional Hollywood special effects, 5 attractions, and escape room. Now open Friday and Saturday night, 7:30 to midnight through November 1st. Check out Dr. Venom's Snake Pit, Carnival of Terror. Admission is $30 per person, $45 VIP for all 5 attractions. Buy a $5 glow necklace, which signals you are fair game to touch and grab. Check Facebook, The Haunted Pyramids, 2745 Tony Road, Lawndale, North Carolina.
Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is your one-stop shop for everything you'll need to prepare your yard for the growing season. Seed, mulch, pine bark, spreaders, and more. And they carry the best Case knives, Milwaukee tools, Georgia boots, Valspar paint, and Red Max yard equipment, plus rocking chairs. But don't take our word for it. Head to Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Find them on Facebook too. Sure, you know you get the best deals around at Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby. But now their service department has a great super-duper Saturday oil change special. Get your oil changed on Saturdays. Regular $79.99, but now $59.99. Their service department is open Saturdays, 8 a.m. till 12 noon. But that's not all. Marburger Chevrolet are doing North Carolina inspections for only $10. $10 each and every day. For sales and service, it's Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at marburgerchevy.net.
All right, Jim J's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up. Second half. Burns does a good job in the first half. Score touchdowns on 3 of their 5 possessions. Steuart Kramer had 4 possessions, scored twice on theirs, but now the possessions will even up. Kickoff coming up to the Storm.
Yeah, like I say, got to continue rolling. Ended up good the later part of the first half here. We just got to keep it going, keep our momentum up. As you said, I think we have the momentum going into the second half here.
All right, so Burns kickoff team and Ryan Sisk getting ready to boot it to the Storm. Storm started possessions on their own 29, the Burns 50, their own 36, their own 25. So the field position was not really all that bad. Burns, their own 19, their own 22, the Steuart Kramer 40. That was after the Wilson interception. Their own 25, and then that last one, their own 8. So Steuart Kramer has had the benefit of a little bit better field position.
I spoke of earlier of containing Hawkins, the wide receiver. They also done a good job with Phillips. And Phillips is their leading rusher. Now, he hadn't really run the ball a whole lot, but a few times he has. This Bulldog defense has done a great job containing him. McCorkle has gotten most of the carries, though.
Yeah, 3 carries, 22 yards. McCorkle, 59 yards on 10 carries.
And Sisk is in. I think we're about to get this second half underway.
Oh, toe meets leather. Good kick, drives it inside the 15. It'll be scooped up. Should have let it go out of bounds, but he does it. And now he'll be hemmed in. Horse collar tackle. Not called, though. Little John had him. Is that Rankin?
Robert Rankin. I think he had him by the shoulder pad there.
I'm telling you what.
It's close, though, yeah.
He better be careful with that.
I think he had him by his shirt sleeve a little bit.
So on their own 20-yard line, Steuart Kramer takes it first down and 10. So this is actually the worst starting field position for the Storm in the game.
You're right. Get a shout out to Jason White and Michael McSwain. Appreciate y'all listening in.
4 down linemen for Burns. Steuart Kramer looks like they're going big here. Everybody in tight, but they seemed like they threw out of this formation.
And like I said, I expected to see Phillips run the ball more, but see what the second half brings.
See if they try to involve Hawkins here right away. Shotgun. McCorkle, the single back set beside Phillips. And now we're ready to go. See, 2 wide receivers bunch to the right side. They're going to keep it. McCorkle running room, and he'll have about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, good job, Marble and Porter there for the tackle.
So 2nd down and 5. So good start there. Good gain on 1st down for the Storm. If you're Burns, you would love to force a 3 and out here.
Yeah, sets the tone for the second half here.
So 2nd down and 5 in the shotgun is Phillips, and Phillips will hand McCorkle looking for a hole. This time
he hard
right
Nate
there.
Wilson.
And right there, and there's going to be a flag, and I think they're going to get another face mask. They threw it right at the tackle.
Hit hard initially by Wilson, and Davis and a couple others came over. Let's see. Probably right there.
Let's see what they call. Personal foul, face mask.
That's tough.
And another face mask penalty. That's the 2nd one. And that's going to be a Falston Pharmacy 1st down for Steuart Kramer. And it's going to move the ball all the way out to the 40-yard line. So just a tough break for Burns. As all the way out, actually, to the 41-yard line. Thought that should be the 40. The ball was on the 25, so I guess they just threw in a bonus yard.
Bonus yard, yeah.
So 1st down and 10 as Steuart Kramer gets their first down via the penalty. They had 7 first downs in the first half. And they're going to go triple wide receiver right. Phillips is going to roll, or to the left, I should say. He's going to roll left, still rolling left, throws it, incomplete. And it may be Burns offside on that or an illegal formation. When they let the play go like that, it's either one or the other. Let's see what they got this time.
He was flushed out. Good pursuit there. Mason Briley and Markalen Camp. I think Camp actually knocked him on the ground.
Let's see what they're going to get. And
I think it's on Steuart Kramer.
Are they going to accept? I guess they're going to accept the penalty. I don't know. I might have taken the down there, but they're going to take the penalty and march it back to the 35 and make it 1st down and 15.
Remember that bonus yard time got a 36.
Yeah, 36.
Yep. So still 1st and 15.
Yeah. So Burns is still going with the 4-man front, and Phillips now has the play from the sideline. And 10:53 left to go, 3rd quarter. Again, 21-13 Burns on your Rice Jewelry scoreboard. Broadcast brought to you by West End Sales. Phillips surveys the scene. Double wide receivers, one left, one right. Play action, going to throw it up. Hawkins hand fighting and caught it, but is he out of bounds?
He's way out of bounds.
They're going to give him that catch.
For the penalty flag. There's no way
he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds, but there was a lot of hand fighting both ways. That could have been called on either player.
You could call that on offense just as easy.
So a lot of hand fighting there, and they throw the penalty, and it looks like it's going to be 15 yards against Burns. Pass interference.
Honestly, I thought he had good coverage on him. I mean, I don't know what else he's supposed to do in that situation. He was right there on him.
So that's going to be another 1st down via the penalty. Wait a minute. What do we got here? Steuart Kramer walking back?
No, it's on us.
Okay, I was getting ready to say it's going to be 15-yarder and another Falston Pharmacy 1st down via the penalty. 2 first downs for them.
I don't like that call. I mean, he turned around. If the defender didn't turn around, it would be face guard and it would be a penalty. But
now ball to the 49-yard line of Burns. 1st down 10. Phillips, keeper. Trying the right side, and he's bottled up after a short game. Give him about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Max Davis, Naquan Marble over there for the tackle.
So 2 penalties and 2 plays on this drive. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock winds. We're getting close to 10 minutes left to go. And it's been a lot of offense in this game. 5 touchdowns so far between the two teams. Phillips comes back out. They're huddling up briefly. And now, let's see, they're in tight. They've got 3 wide receivers to the left, but bunched up tight. They're going to run the other way to the right, and good run there by McCorkle, but not quite a first down. Give him 4 more to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, right in the middle, Max Davis in for the tackle.
So big 3rd down here in plus territory. You might take another shot at it if you don't get it here because the ball's at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, and barring a big loss on the play, they'll probably take 4 downs here.
All right, so Phillips coming in. That's assuming if they don't get it. Big old Hawkins is coming down there. Man, he's a load. 250 pounds and split out wide.
He's a big boy.
They're getting in tight. Got a full house backfield here, and now they're going to change the formation a little bit. And they get him to jump offside. And big Nate Wilson pushes over the center, but that's going to be another first down. All 3 first downs coming via the penalty. Tough break for Burns.
That'll move them up to about the 37, 30.
And now you've got 95 yards in penalties.
37-yard line.
Once again, on this drive, 3 first downs, 3 penalties, face mask, pass interference, and now an offside. Go with the same formation on first down and 10. Phillips has got it. They're going to throw out of it. He slips. Did his knee go down? I guess they say no. Hawkins out there, jump off, knocked away. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted, but knocked away to be 2nd and 10.
Nice coverage by Marble on the play, pass intended for Hawkins.
Well, that time I like what they had. They had safety help over there to make sure that Hawkins didn't get that. They knock it away at 2nd and 10. That might have what they had planned for 3rd and short because they were going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, that's a great play. He tipped it away, kind of batted it down, and Mark Camp was there, and the ball deflected to him, almost intercepted on play.
So 2nd down, 10. Wide receiver split out right. Similar formation. Double hug over there to the left, and that's where the ball goes, and he's able to pop it outside. And good yardage there from McCorkle. He'll get to the 30. Gain of 7, 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, run around the edge there, left side. Brought down, that's Legend Phillips there on the tackle. First tackle of the night.
A few years back, Ashbrook ran that formation. I'll tell you what, once you get a wall of blockers and a runner running downhill, that can be an effective play.
Yeah, it can give you problems for sure. Let's see if they go back to the play, same formation here.
So it's 3rd down, 3 from the 30. They need to take it to the 27 as Phillips coming back in. Not sure why you have your quarterback run in plays like that. Yep, they're in tight. Double hug to the left. Now they shift the formation. Double hug to the right. And it's going to be Phillips on a fake. They've got him contained. And penalty, his helmet comes off. And he's continuing to run into the end zone, but you can't run with your helmet off. Let's see who the penalty's on. As a helmetless Phillips ran into the end zone.
That.
And now the official's running down there.
That can't be on,
Well, if a player doesn't have a helmet on,
yeah.
Somebody probably ripped it up, but it looked like he put his hands to the face.
I don't think it was a face mask. It's an odd play.
Let's see. And the officials have to straighten this out. If it's against Burns, it'll be the 4th first down via the penalty. So Phillips kept it. They had contained. Tried to take it around the right side. And now let's see what they're going to do. They're going to the Steuart Kramer coaches, so obviously against Burns.
I don't know, man. Tell him I don't know that. I don't think he even got the face mask. His helmet did come off, but
it's going to be offsetting penalties. I think both guys put hands on the face. Let's see. Holding, Steuart Kramer. Personal foul, face mask against Burns. Those penalties will offset. So the punt and distributor's bell. Then we got a dead ball against Steuart Kramer.
So let's see. So that one
will be enforced because it's the dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So Steuart Kramer goes from 3rd and 3 to 3rd down and 18. Wow.
That was a wild, wild play there. A lot going on, but yeah, we'll take advantage of the penalty there.
Yeah. So they'll mark it off. Yeah, see, it's a dead ball. The down doesn't count because of the offsetting penalties, and now the ball will come all the way back to the 44-yard line. The Steuart Kramer faithful don't like it, but
yeah, there was some jarring after the play was over. Something was said, maybe verbally or whatever. After play was over, is the call.
So it goes from 3rd down and 3 to 3rd down and 18 after a bizarre sequence where Phillip gets the helmet ripped off, but Steuart Kramer committed the hold. They blow the play dead. Once a guy's helmet comes off in high school football, they blow the play dead, so he can't run it into the end zone.
And he did run it into the end zone, but like I say, Stuart Kramer's not happy, but I mean, you know, it is what it is because, I mean, it was after the play, so that's enforced.
So the coaches are still, like, on the field. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about. Let's go. So I'm not really sure what's going on.
I mean, can you not give them a delay game or something here? Because
no, it's not them. The refs didn't blow the ball into play.
Those coaches are still out there, yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's any food in the press box. I'd like to get home to my chicken dinner, so let's go. Here we go. They huddle up, 3rd down and 18. Double wide receivers, one to the left, one to the right. McCorkle, the setback. Phillips will throw it. He's back. He's got time. He steps up. They're spying him. They throw it. And Hawkins couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
He had
and
Hawkins
that'll make it 4th and long.
Had him across the middle, went right through his fingertips. Might have been a tad behind him, but
I think it was a bad throw more than a drop as Hawkins couldn't haul it in.
I tell you what affected that throw a little bit is I couldn't tell who it was. The linebacker
looked
jumped
like
up.
Davis was spying him.
He jumped up and kind of maybe interrupted his vision there or something a little bit.
So not a 3-and-out, but Steuart Kramer keeps it for nearly 4 minutes, but apparently they're going to punt to Burns. And the punt is away, line drive. Please roll into the end zone, and it won't. Will it? Will it? Will it? It will. Wow. They couldn't get on it, Matt. And that's going to cost them 20 yards.
Yeah, good job, Wells, of kind of playing a little defense there to prevent the Steuart Kramer guy from coming down it. So big break there. We'll get it on the 20-yard line.
So Burns' defense does its job. They do give up 3 first downs, all via the penalty. But the defense holds thanks in large part to an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on a very bizarre play where offsetting penalties and the guy's helmet comes off. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. I think it's Pryor, the setback, in there with Dixon. He'll get the call through a little crease, but met in the hole. Good job by Kramer. Hold him to a gain of 1.
Yeah, tried to get around that right side, and that's their leading tackler there for the.
So 2nd down and 11. 1 wide receiver right, 2 to the left. Well, now we got 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. And Dixon now drops back in the shotgun. Pryor again, the lone setback. Man comes in motion, and he'll get the football handoff. Usher spin move, but he's not going to get much. Fights his way back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. So Burns has been bottled up. They've got 2 runs and 2 yards, 3rd down and 8. So the Kramer defense doing their job. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Luke's Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil straight to your tank. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419. On the go quick.
So Ussery was down on the play. Hopefully just maybe some cramps. Ball at the 22-yard line, but Steuart Kramer defense been stingy on this drive. Only 1 yard by Pryor, then 1 yard by Ussery. And now they're whistling, telling Burns to hurry up and get in, and they're going to go ahead and start the play clock. Well, they gave them plenty of time, didn't they? Now Burns has to hustle back out. It's Davis back in at tailback. And I would be shocked if he doesn't get the football. He won't. It's going to be play action. Going to set up the screen again. Will it work? 20, 25. Not enough for the first down. Is that Wells?
That is, let's see. That's
Wells,
it. Yeah, that's Lamelo Wells.
On the reception. And he'll get, let's see, it was 2. Now it's 7. I'm going to give him 5 yards on the reception. But not enough. And it's punting time as Burns goes 3 and out. So both defenses able to hold on the opposite team's first possession.
Yeah, it's been a while since the offense has been on the field there.
So clock winding, about 6:17 now. The official stopping the clock for an official's timeout. We've got another player down. We'll be right back.
Lube in Boston is not just oil changes. They have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus they're an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On The Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs.
All right. Looks like Wells was able to come off under his own power. Dixon back to punt. High snap. Dixon brings it down, takes his time. And high, but not long, as it will hit around the 47-yard line, roll to the 49. So, again, Kramer winning the field position battle. They'll take it with 5:43 left to go, and they're on their own, on the Burns 49-yard line.
Yeah, great field position here to start this drive. They controlled have controlled most of the third quarter here.
So Burns only has it. They have it less than 2 minutes. And Steuart Kramer kept it about 4 on their first possession. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Phillips in the shotgun, has the football, play action. And what do we know? Another penalty.
Some kind of procedure.
And that will be false start against the Storm. So they'll back themselves up, and both teams hurting themselves with Putnam Distributors penalties here in the second half.
Yeah, they'll back it up to 46-yard line.
You know, Burns gave them 3 first downs on penalties, but then Steuart Kramer took themselves out of a 3rd and short with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. First down and now 15. Now the ball backed up into Steuart Kramer Storm territory at their own 46. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap is back, handoff, picking his way. McCorkle, good run, bounces off tackler. Can't bounce off another one, but a good run. And he'll gain about 12. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, he bounced off the tackle by Tysinger. Finally wrapped up by Robert Rankin there.
So, yeah, that goes from first down and 15 to 2nd down, and it's going to be 5. Give him 10. But a good run. Gets back the penalty yardage plus. Give him 11. Double wide receivers left. Quick throw out in the flat. Caught. Makes a move. Spin move. And that'll be a first down as that goes for about 8 yards. It looks like number 11 there, Matt.
Yeah, 11 on the tackle. Tysinger and Degree, I think. Or not Degree, but Phillips there.
Looks like we got another timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back.
Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
All right, so I guess, I'm sure if that was an injury timeout. Another injury timeout, 4:52 left to go, third quarter. Steuart Kramer on the move inside the Burns 40 to the 37, and they've got a first down. Their fourth of this half. McCorkle bottled up, falls forward, and they're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
That's Rudelsel on the tackle. Good job there, Cameron Rudelsel.
So we got a good stop there on first down. Second down, they barely nudged the down marker, maybe just a little bit, but I'm going to record that as no gain. Clock runs, getting close to 4 minutes. Again, your score, Burns 21, Steuart Kramer 13. That's on your right Steuart scoreboard. Phillips comes in from the sideline. I wouldn't make my quarterback do all that running.
Yep. Well, he is a leading rusher, but
talked about running back and forth to the sideline.
Yep.
Wide receivers left and right. And look out for Hawkins. They don't throw it to him. They got a completion there. It looks like it's 31. Let's see, they're going to give 9 yards, 31 on the reception. So it's third down and 2. It's a nice catch out there.
And that's 29. That's Phillips on the tackle there for Burns.
I'm going to give 8 yards on the reception, and now it's inside the 30. Third down and short. Here we go again. Phillips under center. That double hug to the right. And it's going to be a handoff. And McCorkle puts the head down, and it looks like he's at the sticks. That'll be another Falston Pharmacy first down. Give him 3 and move the chains.
Initial hit there by Camp, brought down by Phillips. But like I say, they're controlling the time of possession here in this second half.
Yeah, they've had it nearly the entire quarter. Burns has only had it 2 minutes, and it's 9 minutes gone, so Steuart Kramer about 7 minutes of possession. There they go, double hug again, and they shift the formation. Moves it over to the right, and it's going to be, I'm not sure if that's McCorkle. That's 32 this time. He's drugged down, and he'll have about 5. Is that 32?
That's 22. 22. That is Fortenberry. Hadn't seen him. His number called much tonight.
So Fortenberry gets 4. But good gain on first down, second down and 6. Clock continues to run, 2:42 and counting. So Steuart Kramer taking their time. And see what I mean? They make the Phillips go all the way to the sideline.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, I wasn't picking up on that. Yeah, that's kind of odd.
So again, double hug to the right. They like what they have here. Fortenberry, he's the deep back. Let's see if they give it to him again. They will. He'll try the right side, bouncing it outside. He's got room. He's going to go in for a touchdown, I believe. He does. And that makes it 21-19, and that was a 23-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, that is Braden Fortenberry. Took it left side, bounced around the edge there. And for a touchdown, like you say, for Steuart Kramer.
Yeah, 23-yard touchdown.
Now, I imagine they'll be going for 2 here, down 21-19 now.
So that's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. On to go quick lube 2-point conversion coming up as Phillips trots it back out there. And this has been a third quarter that has been owned by the Steuart Kramer Storm.
Big play here. If we can stop them, still up by 2.
So Phillips in the gun. And he'll give it. McCorkle throws it. No, great play action. 2-point conversion, good. So that ties the score at 21. We'll be right back.
For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and experienced tax professionals. Make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service. 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you.
Now for a limited time, buy a new 2025 Honda Prologue Electric at Ronaldo Honda and receive a $7,500 federal EV tax credit. Hurry, offer ends soon. Ronaldo Honda is committed to helping you find the right vehicle for you and your family. Your new Honda Dream Car is waiting for you. Come in and check out this month's featured offers on new Honda vehicles, plus certified pre-owned vehicles. That's Ronaldo Honda, 2025 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. See their complete inventory at ronaldohonda.com.
So Ussery runs back to Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff.
Yeah, all the way up to the 36, 37-yard line.
So good starting position. Burns on their own 36 with 2:06 left to go, but they've only got one possession in this quarter, and there's a 3-and-out. Steuart Kramer, 2 possessions. They've had the ball all of but 2 minutes. They've had 8 minutes of possession and 8 points to tie the game. And Dixon has it. They're going to try Davis. Right side, picks his way through a crease, takes on a tackler, still rumbling. 10 yards, Falston Pharmacy first down. There we go, boys.
Yeah, good run. Max Davis got him back going now. Move the chains up to the 47-yard line, 48.
Did you give him 10, Joe? So 10 yards on first down, and we'll take that all night long.
We got a player down.
Okay, we'll be right.
He just fell down, didn't he?
What happened? Okay. Are we playing?
Yeah, we're playing.
Okay, so they gave him 12?
It's like Kramer guy was faking an injury there, but yeah, we're playing.
Okay.
First down, Burns, 48-yard line.
Okay, so Burns comes back up. Davis still in the backfield. Double wide receivers left. H-back over there to the right. Davis in the pistol set, the deep back, and he'll get it again. He'll try the right side and falls down.
Slips and falls.
Turf Monster got him. And he'll gain a yard, and it'll be second down. Let's see. Now they're actually going to give him. Wow. They gave him 2.
Give him 2, yeah. Yeah, it feels a little. I know our stuff, we're outside out here on top of the press box. Everything's got a little dew on it, so I'm sure that turf is a little wet out there.
It's a gorgeous night, though. Yeah. I'm just glad to be getting a little fresh air. Double wide receivers left. Still enjoying the chicken wings that I imagined. Davis going to try the left side, and this time good open field tackle. He'll lose a yard. It'll be third down and 10. And it's eerily similar to the Lincoln game here. Losing momentum in the second half. Need a big play here to keep this football, to keep your defense off the field. But it's third down and long, third down and 10.
Closing seconds on the.
Yeah, it's 34 seconds left to go.
They do got to run a play, 31 seconds. 15 seconds on the game clock.
So Dixon brings them up, double wide receivers to the right. Davis on his right hip. He'll throw it, rolls, fires, receiver fell down.
Fell down. It's a good-looking throw. Pass intended for Ussery, but feels a little slick out there and fell down, and that'll bring up fourth down for Burns.
And they're still running the clock because the scorekeeper doesn't know what his job is.
How is the clock still running?
They let the clock run out on an incomplete pass.
Well, that'll take us into the fourth quarter.
They're going to come out and run a play. Surely they're going to fix that. All right, they're not going to fix it. We'll be right back.
The fall mums and the pumpkins have arrived at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come get your fall mums, and you'll find all sizes and all kinds of pumpkins. Great for decorating for the fall. Also, get your deer stands, deer blocks, and deer corn. Parker Family Feed has case knives and a great stock of turtle boxes, plus fertilizer, lime, and grass seed. And the chicks are arriving at Parker Family Feed on the Carpenters Grove Church Road of Highway 18 North in Bellwood.
21 apiece, and the scorekeeper put down his bottle of Jack Daniels long enough to know that you don't stop the clock on an incomplete pass. Dixon into punt. Snap back. Punt off.
Pretty decent punt, high.
And it's a knuckleball. It's going to land at the 26 and bounce back and be downed at the 30-yard line. They're still running the clock. He ran like 2 or 3 extra seconds off the clock.
So they'll have to run a play, 1.6 seconds left in this third quarter. Game tied 21 up. We got a good one going here at Steuart Kramer.
So not a 3 and out, but a first down, then 3 plays and out. And that third quarter belonged to the Steuart Kramer Storm.
And this defense desperately needs a 3 and out here or a big stop. Keep them on this side of the field. Steuart Kramer's on their own 30-yard line.
Yep, so 4 down linemen. And I tell you what, now you just need to dig deep. You need to reach down, find a stop. You're going to get the timeout between the quarters as Phillips in the gun. And I tell you what, don't give up a big play here as the ball is caught. Short gain. It'll be 2nd and 8 when we come back.
Say he caught it.
Fourth quarter coming up. 21 apiece. We'll be right back.
Plumbing problems can drive you plumb crazy. Not anymore. Use your head. Call Olmsted to take care of your plumbing needs. Olmsted Plumbing has been serving this area since 1973. Hey, that's over 50 years. Plumbing problems can happen anytime, and anytime is not a good time. From slow toilets to leaky pipes to clogged drains, Olmsted Plumbing can do it all. Just call 828-245-7302 or visit the website at olmstedplumbing.com. Like we said, use your head. Call Olmsted. Olmsted Plumbing, you'll be glad you did. They do it all at McNeely Diesel and Auto on West Grover Street in Shelby, your Napa Auto Care Center. No matter your drivability issue, McNeely Diesel and Auto can help, from an oil change to brakes to a tune-up. And they offer fleet service at very affordable prices. And they cater to fleet and diesel customers. And they have a full wrecker service. If you can't get your vehicle to them, they'll come and pick it up. See Bill McNeely and his ASC certified technician at McNeely Diesel and Auto, 441 West Grover Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-5192, your Napa Auto Care Center.
Okay, we're back. 21 apiece. Short game. They're actually going to give him 3 yards on that.
Yeah, it looks like he might have trapped it, but they did call a catch.
So 2nd down and 7. And Burns going to go with 5 down linemen, trying to counter that running game that's been very successful for Steuart Kramer here in the second half. Play action. They're after Phillips. He throws incomplete. Just kind of got rid of it as the heat was on.
Yeah, intended for Hawkins across the middle, threw it well behind him. Like I say, he was just trying to desperately get rid of that ball.
Now Burns in a good position to get a 3 and out. See, there goes Phillips to talk to the coach. You know, you have to run an extra 15 yards over there, 15 yards back. I guess he's in shape. He runs back to the huddle.
As you said, big 3rd down play here, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, chance to counter and get a 3 and out and get the football back. Burns, 4 down linemen this time. Phillips in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. They're going to give it to McCorkle. He's bottled up and slammed down. He'll lose a yard.
Big time play there. Let's see, I think it's Cameron Rudisell in there. Let's see who else is in there. A game tackle there for Burns.
And let's see, we have a Bulldog. Okay, he's getting up.
Yeah, Jude Towery. Nyquan Marble came in there. Good job there.
And it looks like it's punting time.
Should be punting unit for Steuart Kramer.
And
Good job there. That was desperately needed.
Love this punter to drop another one.
Yeah, he dropped one earlier. So we got Ussery back deep. He's a big play threat. He returned one earlier in this year against Bessemer City.
And so Burns kind of playing safe there. Not everybody up on the line of scrimmage. Punt is back. The punt's away. Another good punt. Knuckleball lands at the 35, and Ussery picks it up at the 25. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. He's to the 40. He's to the 45.
Oh, no.
And then he's taken down on the side.
Oh, look at the push.
And here comes the flag.
We're going to get 15 on that.
Well, let's see who it's on. Hopefully it's not offsetting.
No,
but there was some contact over there on the left side.
That's definitely on them. Ussery hit the defender and knocked him backwards, and he came up there and pushed him.
Well, the way they're celebrating, it looks like it's on.
That's got to be on Steuart Kramer.
See where they mark it. They're marking it at the 49.
He clearly pushed Ussery back after he hit him. A good run back, though. Brings it all the way up right at midfield here.
And that should be See if they're going to tack on 15.
I don't see what the discussion is. I think that was pretty cut and dry to me, but let's see what the call is.
Let's see. He's still talking it over. And we've got, see, dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Burns. Well, see, that's what I was afraid of.
That's not right.
Well, it's on the far side of the field, so it's just hard to see.
Unless something was said. I don't know.
It's just hard to see. So the offsetting penalties keep it right there at the 50-yard line.
I mean, Ussery, the guy can make the tackle on Ussery. You know, Ussery knocked him backwards, and then the Steuart Kramer guy came and pushed him. But
it's
needless to say, it's on the 50-yard line. Burns ball, 1st and 10.
So shotgun set, pistol formation, double wide receivers to the right. And they're still talking. Not sure what it is as they're trying to get everything set. I mean, what's there to talk about? It's offsetting penalties, balls at the 50-yard line. Let's go.
I think they're going to let Steuart Kramer coaches know what happened, I guess. Over there talking to them. So, like I say, just tuning in, 10 minutes, 54 seconds left in this ball game. Burns has it at the 50-yard line. 21, tied all up at 21 here.
No idea what this conversation is about. I mean, it is disrupting the flow of the game. I mean, it's offsetting penalties. Put the ball down. Let's play.
They may be giving each coach some kind of warning or something. I don't know. But
warning for what? 50-yard line. Let's see. Standing there. I mean, the guys are sitting there, standing there on the way. We're ready to play. Let's play football. Let's go. And now we finally got a whistle. It's Davis, the lone setback. Double wide receivers to the right. Ball is snapped. Davis will get it. Tries the left side. Around the corner. He's got 5. He's got 10. Puts his head down and lunges forward for more. He's got a first down.
Yeah, good job. Took it around the left side. Right there at the sideline. Dove his way for a first down. Max Davis. What'd you give him there, Tom?
I gave him 10. Even though they don't know, they gave him 9, Matt. It's not a first down.
I thought he got the.
Yeah, I thought he got there too.
He might have stepped out.
But
right
no, now they're giving him the first down. First they didn't, now they did. Now, can anybody do their job?
I don't think the refs know what's going on here.
I mean, now what are we talking about now?
I think they're discussing where the ball should be.
That's not. It's 2nd down and 1. The chain gang doesn't have it right, so it's.
So we are gonna give him 9.
Yeah, so we are gonna give him 9.
Yeah, this.
I thought where they originally marked it, they had it right for 9-yard gain, but then the official told him, waved the chain gang, and the chain gang, in all defense of them, was just doing what the officials told them to do. So it'll be 2nd and 1. Double wide receivers right, and it's going to be Davis through the middle, left side now, bounces it outside. He's got a big gainer. He's to the 20, and he's dragging tacklers inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, big time run left side. Max Davis.
Is it a penalty?
Drug the guys for.
It's coming back.
Oh, man.
It's coming back. It's coming back. Holding against Burns.
Negated another big run by Max Davis.
So that wipes out a huge run over the left side, and let's see where the foul occurred at the 30.
Coach Devine's not too happy about that one.
So the foul, I believe, is at the 30. So Davis is going to get credit for an 11-yard run, I think, if they mark it from the 30. Yep. So let's see. They're going to mark it from the 30.
What are you doing, bud?
So, despite the penalty, this is a very unusual situation where there's a penalty against Burns, but they get the first down. So the Putnam Distributors penalty didn't occur to the 30-yard line. So Davis gets credit for an 11-yard run, then the penalty brings it back 10. But
Hey, we'll take it, though.
if you math the math, it's a net 1-yard gain and a first down. And again, the pistol set again. Davis again left side, again bouncing it outside. Again, he's got a big gainer. We'll see where they spot it this time. He's over there on the left side. And it looks like inside the 30. And they're going to give him 13 yards and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, another strong one. Picking that left side over there. Must be finding something on their defense on that left side. Really challenging that way on the short side of the field as well. So.
And I've got Davis officially at 200 yards rushing. And he probably would have had about 300.
I was going to say, had several.
Yeah,
taken back.
He had
and another touchdown on top of that.
So double wide receivers left. And let's see if this is going to be a jet sweep. Nope, it's going to be Max Davis around left side. Big hole. He's got another first down. Still on his feet. Shredding tacklers all the way inside the 5-yard line.
What a run, Max Davis.
Let's see where they spotted. He was at the 26. They're going to mark it all the way to the 4. 22-yard run. Another Falston Pharmacy first down. He's at 222 yards on the night.
Yeah, inside the 5, right at the 4-yard line. Let's see if he can give it to him again. Might as well.
I'll tell you what.
He's a workhorse for him.
Yeah.
So they're really picking that left side there.
So again, pistol set. Again, it's Davis behind Dixon. Again, Davis with the call. Again, through the middle. Again, taking on tacklers into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. His 4th of the night.
Yeah, he's got right there at the goal line and bowled him over and just did get across. Another good run, Max Davis. And Burns is retaking this lead.
So pending the extra point, it's 27 right now. On to go quick lube. Ryan Sisk in to try it. Snap back, good hold. And no good.
Right.
And it's 27-21. Burns has the lead. We'll be right back.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center is not just a hardware store, but a real general store carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Also case knives, Grove Life belts, and just in, Oliver's now has turtle boxes, the ultimate outdoor speaker built just for you. Rugged, waterproof, premium audio with an all-day battery, and they're portable. Check them out today at Oliver's, plus many more items not found in your typical hardware store. They've got it all at Oliver's Hardware, 3712 Falston Road, or online at olivershardware.com. Oliver's Hardware, supporting the Burns Bulldogs and wishing them good luck this season.
All right, on the go quickly, extra point, no good. Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff, we've got it. It's 27-21. Ball fielded around the 7-yard line through a crease. Nice tackle there.
That's Aaron Bess.
Oh, Aaron Bess, a special teams ace tonight.
Yeah, playing some good minutes.
And it's on their own 29-yard line. So there's some hooting and hollering on the field now. I'm not sure what it is. This thing's been really chippy and some poor, you know, I'm not saying, it's just some poor mechanics and then some scoreboard errors and some, you know, just a few things that sort of disrupt the whole flow of the game.
Yep.
And, you know, it's you know, sometimes there's only like one or two of you. I mean, there's 6 of you out there. Let's try to get it right.
See if Bulldog defense can get a 3 and out here.
All right, so first down and 10. Ball at Steuart Kramer, 29-yard line. Phillips in the shotgun, and he'll give it McCorkle, and he's swallowed up. And he's pushing the pile, still pushing the pile. And they haven't blown it dead, and Yeah, he's going to end up with 9 yards.
So he was initially hit there by Nate Wilson, wasn't able to wrap him up. And host of Bulldogs had him, but yeah, they moved the pile for a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to call. Yeah, they're going to call it.
I thought progress should have been stopped, but
are they calling that a first down?
They kept it moving.
Yep, they're calling that a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Wow.
Give him 10. So he keeps the legs moving, and that's the 6th first down for the Storm in this half. 9.5 left to go. Let's see if he gets the call again. He doesn't. Phillips keeps it, and he's got running room. He's to the 50 and shoved out of bounds. Wrestled down, but he'll have 11 more and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, brought down by Justin Porter.
Yeah, and you know, that's like I said, it is getting a little chippy there as now somebody's got another cramp. It's 5.
That's Marble.
That's Marble, 6.
Check him out. Hope he's okay there.
Steuart Kramer marching back. They have a penalty here. Yeah, it looks like we have a penalty, and that's going to wipe out the run.
Was that a false start?
Can't be. They let the play go. And some kind of procedure penalty. They let the play go, so it wasn't a false start. I think it's an illegal formation. But that's going to be the 65th penalty yard against Steuart Kramer that wipes out a really nice Phillips run. And the Steuart Kramer coach is on the field. He's got no business being out there.
And again, the refs are...
Yeah, okay, so we got a timeout. We'll take it with him.
There's never been a better setup than this setup from Oakwood Homes in Shelby. Are you ready to move? Well, start packing. Right now, Oakwood Homes in Shelby has a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with 1,800 square feet of living space ready to move into at 110 Ashland Court in Shelby. Land and home sale priced at $299,000. Plus, the red tag sale is still going on at Oakwood Homes. Save thousands of dollars on your new dream home from Oakwood Homes, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com.
Are you looking for a romantic getaway, or maybe I should say the right proposal? Then you are in luck. From will you to where to, here at Wright Story and Enchanted Memories Travel with Katie Harris, we have your perfect option. October 7th through the 11th. Pick out any in-stock engagement ring and you will receive a travel voucher to propose or spend on your honeymoon. See Facebook for details.
All right, we're back. So the penalty against Steuart Kramer, the Putnam Distributors penalty, wipes out a nice Phillips run, puts him behind the sticks at first down and 15. 9:04 left to go. Burns with a 6-point lead, 27-21 on your Wright Story scoreboard. And thank you, Barbara Murray. I have taught math and economics this week, so it would have made you proud. Wide receivers left and right. And Phillips waiting for the referee to put it in play. Now they have. Phillips will take it back. He's got time. He's going to let it go. He's looking for Hawkins. Hawkins is out of bounds. What? What's the penalty?
Are you serious?
What's the penalty? Now that one, the ball's out of bounds.
The ball was like 3 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, the ball was out of bounds. Let's see what they're going to do.
It's where you would call pass interference, but I mean
if he's out of bounds, they're going to call it anyway. Pass interference.
And regardless, they didn't even touch him. He fell down on his own. Let's see.
Well, they're going to get him for pass interference.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to be.
Now this is about the worst call I've ever seen in my life.
10, a 15-yard penalty against Burns.
Oh man.
Wow.
That is really bad. Really bad.
So that's a killer.
That is not good.
Another first down via the penalty. That's their 4th first down via the penalty. So it'll be first down 10, and it's going to be McCorkle, and he breaks a tackle. Can't break another one. He'll have about 1 second down and 9.
That's Robert Rankin there on the tackle for Burns.
So I tell you what, just penalties have eaten up Burns alive. You know, questionable there. I mean, there's some contact.
I'll defend him there like that. He slipped on his own, and plus he was 3 yards out of bounds. So it was uncatchable regardless.
So it is 2nd down and 8. And Phillips back into the game. Quickly up to the line come the Storm. Wide receivers left and right. McCorkle still on the hip of Phillips, on his right hip. Phillips is going to throw it. He's got some time. He lets it up. Let's go, and it's
incomplete.
over the wrong shoulder.
Yeah, he turned the wrong way. Coverage out there by, I think that's 27. That's Rankin, I believe. Yep. Yeah, good coverage there.
If he would have thrown it towards the sideline, the receiver had a chance, but wasn't thrown really where he could catch it.
Big 3rd down play, probably definitely 4th down territory.
Third down and 9.
They'll probably take a couple cracks at it here.
Let's see if that's assuming they don't get it here.
Ball's right on the Burns
49-yard line. And Phillips under center. Now goes back into the shotgun. Lineman moving around, back up under center. And they're going to give it to the big man, Fortenberry, and he is gang tackled after a gain of 3. 4th down and about 6.
That's Cameron Rudisell, Nate Wilson there, big time tackle. This is a big play right here.
I'll tell you what, if you don't get it, man, you're giving up a lot of field position. You could punch. You've got an excellent punter who's put him down, pinned him down, but that's not the strategy. Phillips on the field, 4th down.
Big time play
and
here.
6.
7 minutes, 40 seconds left.
Phillips goes under center. Double hug there to the left. Fortenberry the deep back. Don't jump offside, guys. They don't. And now Phillips goes back, trying to draw him offside again. And now we've got a penalty. Let's see what the penalty is. I think that maybe, or is it a timeout? Let's see, dead ball, false start against the Storm.
All right.
So that'll back them up and make it 4th down and about 12. And now I expect the punting unit to come on for the Storm.
Yeah, that was huge. Kramer was wanting all sides on Burns, but they
almost got it as Burns did lunge forward, but they back far enough. And is that the offense still on the field? Offense still on the field, 4th down and 11. As Steuart Kramer feels they have to score on this possession.
7 minutes, 20 seconds left in this ball game.
And let's see here.
We got a timeout, looks like.
All right, we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Who called that timeout then?
Suite 3 on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. And hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners founded,
Especially when it's shared. With
above the rest. And that's Weston Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reason above the rest. And that's Weston Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reasons could be quality of service, friendly people, and yes, price. They will not be undersold on a new Coyote tractor. There's one waiting for you, Coyote and Weston Sales, synonymous in the tractor industry today. See them at 110 Highway 18 North in Vail, online at westonsales.com. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, it's 4th and 11. Phillips going to go back and throw it. He's under pressure, and they're going to get a sack. It's a sack. Back at the 40-yard line. Burns will take over on down.
I think that's Jude Tower is the first one to get him. A couple guys there. Huge play for this Bulldog defense. All the way back to the 40-yard line. What a play.
So, big-time play. Burns defense stands strong.
Yeah, Jude Tower there, a couple other guys. Man, what a play.
So I'll tell you what, Burns now in the catbird seat. If they can score a touchdown here with 7:11 left to go, as Steuart Kramer rolls the dice and craps out on that 4th down and 11.
See if we can turn some of this clock out. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left.
Double wide receivers left. Davis, the lone setback. He'll get the call through the middle. Now bouncing it out to the right. Spins out of one tackle, lunges forward. Give him 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, ball up to about the 35. Good run there. Max Davis.
How big was that penalty, though?
Huge.
And Davis up to 230 yards. He's been the bell cow. 24 carries. And now taking their time, 6:35 and counting.
They're trying to milk as much time as they can here.
Double wide receivers to the right. And now it'll be Davis again, left side, threw a little crease, ran into his own blocker. Now he's free! He's to the 20, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! As he shoved in the back, and there the penalty comes in.
What a run. Max Davis took it right side all the way in untouched.
I tell you what, let's make sure he's okay.
And he was pushed.
Let's make sure they can call him.
Yep.
They're going to check on him. We'll be right back.
If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football game. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. Again, that's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. It's the 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Plan now to bring the family out for a big night of fun. Entertainment includes the Majestic Spectacular Thrill Show, Canines in Flight, the High Flying All-American Frisbee Dogs, the Magic of Lance Gifford, Act Monsters Chainsaw Art, and the Demolition Derby. And Right Off for Rides will be back with over 40 exciting rides. And, of course, the many food vendors, games, livestock, and other attractions. The 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Y'all come. It'll be fun. Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Fallston is stocked up on beautiful fall decor. Come in for some great ideas for your home or business. Check out the solid wood furniture made in the USA. And it's never too early to stock up on their ever-popular Smoky Mountain soaps, which make great gift ideas. Also, Billy Jacob prints, seasonal and everyday prints. Many works by local artisans, including jewelry, pottery, woodwork, braided rugs, and alcohol ink art. And before you leave, get a big old cup or cone of Hershey's ice cream at Jumpin' Jed's, Main Street, downtown Fallston. Like them on Facebook, too. It's Heyday Saturday, September 20th from 10 to 4 at Jumpin' Jed's, downtown Fallston.
Well, Max Davis, a good sign is to watch Max Davis get up after a pretty cheap shot there. Penalty was called. And he pushed him in the back when he was clearly already in the end zone. So he ends up with a 36-yard touchdown.
And Burns is going to go for two here, looks like.
So this is the on-the-go quick loop 2-point conversion. Double wide receivers and lone setback is Pryor. And he'll get the call. And he'll try through the middle. And he's in for the on-the-go quick loop 2-point conversion.
Hawkins. Yep.
Chris Dawkins checked that. So Dawkins, 2-point conversion, and it's 35-21.
Bradley's now is a bucket truck. What does that mean? That means they can now install outdoor signs, even outdoor lighted signs. Talk with them about designing, creating, and installing your new sign. And of course, see them for logo designs, vehicle lettering, banners, magnets, trophies, plaques, acrylics, t-shirts, and more. They are now truly your one-stop shop. Bradley's, 2522 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at bradleysinc.com. Like them on Facebook, too. If your HVAC system has some age, you might consider a new system from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Right now, get 60 months, no interest on qualifying systems for qualified applicants for as low as $89 per month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air sells and services American Standard HVAC systems, which is rated #1 in reliability. Call Bill Shuford Heating and Air at 704-484-0025 to book your appointment. Bill Shuford Heating and Air,
213 Campbell Street in Shelby, online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
So, JMJ's Pizza Factory kickoff into the end zone after Dawkins converts the on-to-go quick lube extra point. There goes the clock running again. Gets the scoreboard operators.
Let him run it.
Yeah, he's on to the vodka. He's probably done with the Jack Daniels. And now he finally stops it.
We'll take 8 extra seconds there.
I will say the cheap shot on Davis kind of punctuates everything that's gone on here tonight. And it's just, I'll be ready to get the heck out of here.
It's Bush League, man. It's Bush League. He was 10 yards. He had scored his 10 yards in the end zone and pushed him down near where the track was. And thankfully he's okay walking off on his own power. So.
And Bush League is a good way to describe a lot of things about this place tonight. Triple wide receivers left. Goes back. Phillips, he's waiting. He throws. Incomplete. Had plenty of time, but just misfired, and it'll be second down and 10.
I think that was Tower. He got a hand in his face as he threw it to kind of disrupt that throw a little bit. So good job there, Jude Tower, who came down with that big sack last drive.
So second down and 10.
And Max Davis checking back in the game. It's a good sign there.
Yeah, so Davis is okay. I mean, he was just pushed when he was well into the end zone. I mean, I'm sorry he's got 5 touchdowns, guys. 4 down linemen for Burns, and they're going to throw it quickly out in the flat and snuffed out, but nice move, but a good open field tackle. Gain of about.
That's Robert Rankin there for the tackle. Good tackle. Probably saved a pretty big gain there.
So gain of 4, third down, and now the clock is not running. Now it is. I mean, it's just, look, dude, you kicked us out of the press box, so you could do your job. So why don't you do your job? 5:53 left to go. Third down and 6. Triple wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap is back. Phillips sets up the screen, and it's there, but then met right there at the 24-yard line. Did the ball come out? No, I thought it might have been a fumble. It's going to be a gain of 2.
I think that was Markalen Camp there, made that initial hit.
So it's 4th down, and Steuart Kramer has no choice but to go for it here from their own 25-yard line. As they do have all their timeouts, but in a 2-possession game, they figure it's all or nothing now. And then
closing in on 5 minutes left in this game.
4th down. Maybe 5 yards. Yeah, looks a little bit longer than 5 yards. Triple wide receivers left, 1 to the right. And Phillips has the football. He's looking. He's got time. Stepped up. Now he throws incomplete. Incomplete. Burns will take over on down.
Had a ton of pressure on the play. He just kind of got rid of it. Had a guy across the middle, but bounced it in there, and Burns is in great position here. 5 minutes left, 4 minutes, 49 seconds. Ball on Steuart Kramer, 25-yard line, up 35-21. So let's see if we can run some more timeout, get this game clock down as far as we can get it.
All right, so Burns offense back out onto the field, seemingly for the moment under control.
Davis back out there.
And now going back in the shotgun, double wide receivers right. Davis on the left hip. And it's going to be a pre-snap penalty, probably false start. Let's see. And that's going to be a dead ball false start against the Bulldogs. And we are up to 125 yards in penalties. So it's been something that they need to cut down moving towards the end of the season. Now we're in game 7. And the penalties have been a little bit of a problem. You've got 3 games left. 2 of them really should not be competitive, Cherryville and Highland Tech. And then you got the big one to end the season with Shelby. As now Dixon brings him up to the line, double wide receivers right. And Davis The lone setback. Dixon going to throw it. Now scrambling, get rid of it, and he does.
Yeah, good job.
In the direction of a receiver, and it's going to be second down and 15.
Yeah, good job getting rid of the ball there, Drew Dixon.
So he did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I don't know why. Probably just need to run the ball here. Run some more clock out.
So they do get a free timeout. And, with the cheap shot on Davis, they may not want to give him the football again. The good thing is Davis has got a week off to rest up.
Yeah, he's back in. What worried me about that play is he was over near the track.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Yeah, but he, that surface is not like it used to be, and Davis is going to get the call left side and still on his feet. He'll fall forward. He'll give him 5. It'll be third down and 10. Unofficially, I have him for 271 yards on 26 carries and 5 touchdowns. So third down and 10. 4 minutes, 17 seconds left to go. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Burns up 2 scores and looking for more. As they're going to melt this clock down a little bit. 20 on the play clock. Now Dixon comes to the line of scrimmage. Double wide receivers right. Lone setback is Davis. And slaps the hands. Davis is going to have it through the middle. Stacked up. Falls forward. Give him 3. It's 4th and 7. So decision here, it would be about a 38, 39-yard field goal.
It's within 6th range.
But I think, let's see, is the clock running? 3:26.
They might just run a play here.
I'm not really sure why Steuart Kramer wouldn't be using their timeouts here. But I'm glad they're not. I'm ready to get the heck out of here.
Yep.
So they're running the clock down 14-13, and Steuart Kramer.
I think Burns probably going to call timeout here.
Yep. It doesn't look like they're going to run a play, so I'm going to go early to the commercial break. We'll be right back.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Costner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Costner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Compassion, excellence, and reliability. Those 3 words best describe Bayada Home Health Care, a nonprofit serving Cleveland, Gaston, Lincoln, and Rutherford counties with assistive care services in the comfort of your own home. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they've been doing this since 1975. When it comes time, take the time and call Bayada Home Health Care in Shelby. Call 704-669-4000 or visit them online at bayada.com, located at 1105 Suite 3 on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All right, 35-21 as Burns calls timeout. It's 4th down and 8. Steuart Kramer choosing not to use their timeouts there. And the clock's gone all the way down to 2:55 left to go. Double wide receivers to the right. You could throw it here because an incomplete pass doesn't really hurt you clock-wise. But why not Davis? Through a crease, puts the head down, still falling forward. He'll be a yard short.
Yeah, probably a hair shy, but good run. Give him 9, or let's see.
Give him 7.
6. Yep.
And with 2:47 left to go, Steuart Kramer takes over on downs. So they going for it on 4th down there doesn't hurt them as far as maybe just a little bit of field position, but especially time is a couple more minutes we're able to go off the clock on that Burns drive.
Yeah, I was curious why Steuart Kramer didn't try to use their last timeout or use a timeout there. I think they got a couple left, don't they?
They have all 3?
Yeah.
No, they used 1. I think they've used 1. They have 2 timeouts. But still, 2-score game. It's not over yet. As Phillips takes the field. Triple wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And
another penalty.
Timeout. So they take a timeout with the clock not moving. Interesting strategy. We'll be right back.
For 17 straight years, Via Health Partners has been voted #1 in hospice. There's got to be a reason. Via Health Partners provides exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top concern, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever a patient calls home. Via Health Partners is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting their website at viahp.org. Again, viahp.org. Voted #1 in hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice of Cleveland County. It's an end of summer clearance sale at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come see how easy it is for you to be a satisfied customer. On the lot right now, take a look at a 2011 Audi for $89.95. How about a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sports Wagon for $11,995? SNR Auto Sales has a 2017 Honda Ridgeline, $13,995, and a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle, bright red, $10,995. See the inventory online at srautosales.com. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too.
So we're back to live action.
You got a false start against Steuart Kramer.
Acclamation over cremation.
All right, so we've got Phillips coming back in. Another Putnam Distributors penalty against Steuart Kramer. So they're up to 75 yards themselves. First down 15. So that's what you don't want after a timeout is a penalty. And now Phillips, he's going to roll. He's going to roll. Now he's looking. He's going to be sacked. He's going to be drugged down behind the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard loss.
And that is Jude Tyree again. Mark Halen Camp there as well.
And no timeout after that sack. It looks like Steuart Kramer's kind of mailing this one in.
Yeah, they're just kind of laying down, aren't they?
Yeah, that's fine with me. So 2:22 left to go, and it's pretty sure, was it Steuart Kramer that called? They indicated Steuart Kramer called that last timeout.
Yeah.
So you don't call any timeouts with the clock running, and then with the clock stopped, you call one, and then you get a penalty after you call the timeout. That's not a favorable sequence.
Poor coach, in my opinion.
Yeah, triple wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And the snap back. Phillips looks, still looking, got time, throws, intercepted, and it's picked off.
Mark Halen Camp, I believe.
Let's see who got it. Camp picks it off.
Nice.
And the second interception of the game for the Bulldog defense. And that, shall we say, will do it.
That is it. It's academic.
Stadium postgame show coming up.
Good win, boys.
Stamey Funeral Home of
Nice
Boston
win.
bringing you the postgame show. Offensive player of the game, Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby, North Carolina. Defensive player of the game, Main Street Hardware of Lawndale, North Carolina. Play of the game brought to you by Gutter Guys of Kings Mountain. And the overall player of the game, SNR Auto Sales of Shelby, North Carolina.
So Burns doesn't have to, they're going to just take a knee here, I guess, if run out this clock. See if I actually run a play. Yeah, it looks like they're in victory formation.
Yeah, and I like it. You know, you got a little bit of reason to run it up a little bit, but they got to wait for the substitution. And they're going to kneel it down. So on the books, unfortunately for Dixon, that's going to be a 2-yard loss. But the clock is running. If the clock operator's still awake, it is.
Surprised they don't try to stop it here.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not passed out yet. And that's a 2-yard loss. And clock's going to run. They won't have to snap another one until about a minute left. And Steuart Kramer electing not to use their timeouts. 35-21. Looks like that's where we're going to end up.
So Burns will go to 4-3 on the year. Steuart Kramer will fall to 4-2. Big time win here in this conference seeding.
And it's going to be, they're going to reset it with 40, and Dixon will have to take one more snap, and then if Kramer wants to, they can call a timeout and force him to do something on 4th down, but I don't think they will. So 3rd down and 14, but that's pretty much academic. What their weight is now that it's under 40 seconds to go, they can snap it whenever they want, really. Yep. So they'll come up under center, and Dixon will kneel down again.
That's a wrap.
And it doesn't look like Steuart Kramer wants to do anything else. Players exchanging some pleasantries, and that'll do it. Right Stewart scoreboard. Burns 35, Steuart Kramer 21. We'll be back with the post-game show. Once again, brought to you by Stamey Funeral Home. We'll give out some awards. Don't go anywhere.
Red, $10,995. See the inventory online at srautosales.com. SR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too. The Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose acclimation over cremation. Acclimation is a gentle, dignified process. It's a process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions and no harmful greenhouse gases. And acclimation prices start at $25.95, and payment plans are available with credit approval. Consider acclimation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is your one-stop shop for everything you'll need to prepare your yard for the growing season. Seed, mulch, pine bark, spreaders, and more. And they carry the best Case knives, Milwaukee tools, Georgia boots, Valspar paint, and Red Max yard equipment, plus rocking chairs. But don't take our word for it. Head to Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Find them on Facebook, too. Sure, you know you get the best deals around at Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby. But now their service department has a great super-duper Saturday oil change special. Get your oil changed on Saturdays. Regular $79.99, but now $59.99. Their service department is open Saturdays, 8 a.m. till 12 noon. But that's not all. Marburger Chevrolet are doing North Carolina inspections for only $10. $10 each and every day. For sales and service, it's Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at marburgerchevy.net. Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Lutz Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil straight to your tank. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419.
All right, there's your right Joey scoreboard. Burns 35, Steuart Kramer 21. Thanks for listening to the broadcast of the game brought to you by West End Sales. Now it's time for the postgame show brought to you by Stamey Funeral Home. Team stats, hard to write here. My paper's got a little wet. We're outside, so sorry about that. But 142 rushing, 77 passing, and that's, I believe, 219 for Steuart Kramer. Burns, let's see, I had it. They had 277 rushing. They had 107 passing. I think that puts them at 384 total yards. And really the third quarter belonged to the Storm, and they tied it up. But the fourth quarter belonged to Max Davis, who had 2 more touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Had rushing touchdowns of, he had rushing touchdowns of 15 yards, 1 yard, 75 yards, 4 yards, and 36 yards for the Burns touchdowns. What a night for Davis. 281, give or take. 5 touchdowns on 28 carries. Matt, what an impressive performance by Davis.
I was going to say, what can you say? Gutsy performance. I don't know. I'm kind of speechless, Tom. Like, I hadn't seen somebody dominate the game like I have Max Davis did tonight. Playing on defense, I got him for 7 tackles on defense. And like I say, they didn't have an answer for him. They ran him right up the middle. They find an answer, they'd stop him. He cut around outside, run outside, and he's just a good cerebral runner, man. He's patient with his runs. He waits on his blockers. The O-line's doing a good job paving the way for him. He's just a one-man wrecking show out there for sure.
So Davis definitely going to get some post-game honors. We're going to get to this quickly because I don't want this equipment out here in this moisture too long. So the offensive player of the game brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet. Since we know who our overall player of the game is going to be, let's try to find somebody else who stood out on offense tonight.
Go Ussery. I got him for 4 catches, 80 yards.
Yeah, so Ussery's been continued to improve his production in the Burns offense. So because of his 4 receptions and 80 yards, Ussery will be our offensive player of the game. Once again, sponsored by Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby, North Carolina. Now it's time for the defensive player of the game, brought to you by Main Street Hardware of Lawndale, North Carolina. I know that Markalen Camp had a pick. Nate Wilson had a pick. You talked about Davis having a bunch of tackles. Who should we go with?
I'm going to go, and you could. There's like 5 guys you go with. I'm going to go with Jude Towery. I got him for 4 tackles and 2 big sacks. One was a very crucial time late in the fourth quarter here. They were driving. They were still kind of in this ball game. They were only down 7. He came up with a big sack, and that led to the last touchdown by Max Davis. But I'm going to go Jude Towery, player of the game.
So Jude Towery, your Main Street Hardware of Lawndale, defensive player of the game. And the play of the game by Gutter Guys at Kings Mountain, I'll tell you what, I'm giving this to big Nate Wilson, who got himself an interception. Anytime that a defensive lineman gets himself an interception, you got to make him the play of the game. And plus, it set up Burns for their 2nd touchdown of the game. That's correct, where they were set up on the Steuart Kramer 40-yard line. And they did gain. The ball would have went out to the 50. They gained about another 10 yards. But let's give Big Nate a little bit of love and give him the Gutter Guys play of the game, Gutter Guys of Kings Mountain. Now time for our overall player of the game, brought to you by S&R Auto Sales of Shelby. Matt, is there any doubt?
Let's go out on a limb and say Max Davis. 28 carries, 281 yards, 5 touchdowns. Like, that might be a career night for Max. That's a good stat for a season for some of these guys out here. So, what can you say, man? He's playing good football.
Yeah, thank God he was up, pretty cheap shot there. I know that he had almost 300 yards rushing, and he did have the 5 touchdowns, but you don't have to cheap shot a guy. He's not flashy. It's not like he was running his mouth and gesturing or anything.
Back, yeah.
There was just uncalled for that penalty. Thank God Max is okay, and he is your overall player of the game. Once again, brought to you by S&R Auto Sales of Shelby, North Carolina. So that's going to do it for your Stamey Funeral Home post-game show. I want to wrap this up quickly. Our equipment's outside, and it's not good to get too much moisture in it, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up quickly. Don't forget to go over to the Full Throttle Power Sports post-game show over there with Kevin and the guys back at the station who will give you all the scores from around the area. So kick it on over there. They're on YouTube. They're on 92.9 and 101.5. Once again here, Wright's Jewelry Scoreboard. Burns 35, Steuart Kramer 21. Thanks for listening to this West End Sales broadcast of Burns football. We're off next week. See you in 2 weeks when we